from here, I want to get into the politics of Ghana a little bit. So there's one guy called Togbe Afrede or Togbe Afrada or Frede.
Togbe Afrede.
Yeah.
Afrede.
The guy set a very good example where these politicians wanted to pump money into his pocket, and he refused it. You know, I think they were trying to set something up like if you when you leave government, you are entitled to some sort of money.
Gratia. It's called gratia.
Oh yes,
gratia.
Yeah. So why did that guy not like the money? I mean, I love money. Woo, I would take that money, you know. But this guy refused it. This is a patriot. This is a true patriot. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So who is that guy? I haven't researched him yet. But who is that guy?
Well, Togbe Afrede is the paramount chief of the Asogli state. He is a well-known paramount chief in Ghana. He's somebody who is very principled. I've known him in the media. I've never met him in person, but I know him in the media. If you listen to his speeches and whatever he stands for, you can tell that he's a principled man. So when he was giving that money, he simply just told the government, I think there are more problems to be solved with this money. Because I am rich, I am a paramount chief. I don't need this money for anything at my age. I don't think I need millions or billions to do anything. I've led life. I have properties, I have cars, I have lands, I have blah, blah, blah. So I think he was only trying to set a precedent for others to follow, for others to emulate that. The fact that you came to serve in public office doesn't mean you have to go on pension with everything that you came to meet. You understand the point? Wow. We are talking about a country where till now basic things are still a problem. We are talking about a country where people still clap after hearing we are here to build you toilets. We are talking about a country where housing is an issue, water is an issue, electricity, everything is almost an issue. So he simply said, I'll pump this money into other things. You understand? Use this money to solve the problem of the people. It's not about me. It's about the people. And I think it's the same thing that John Dramani Mahama was trying to do. If you go back to somewhere 2013, when John Dramani Mahama was president, he was trying to scrap off that gratia from the Ghana's constitution. Because today, let's say, Togbe Afrede is a man of principle to have rejected the offer. Somebody might not have the same principle.
Yeah.
So in order to save the national purse, what you have to do is to make a law to ban that gratia which was placed in the constitution. So like you rightly said, if you ask me, I would say Togbe Afrede is a principled man, and he's somebody that we must all emulate. I think he is a good example to what a true patriot is.
Is he alive?
He's still alive. Yeah. He's alive and strong and kicking.
Does he have family? Does he have family? Because if he doesn't need the money, maybe his children, his wife, his grandchildren may need it, but he just rejected it, totally. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
He has family,
yes,
right? He has a big family.
Yeah. I know he's a family man, and I also know he comes from a family. But like I'm saying, if you are somebody who have led a good life, you have worked so hard for your own money, you have estates and you have lands, and you've been able to build yourself. I don't think you need government money to take care of your children or to live for your children as properties, as we have heard in the news. A Japadia book, which is trending, where if you read the book, it clearly states that Ekufuado and the Achim Mafia, the JB Dankwa family, wants to own almost about 80 to 90% of Ghana's resources. Why? Because they have not been able to do anything meaningful for themselves. They have been living on the national purse ever since their father became ceremonial president. You understand? Yes. So, like I'm saying, you don't need government money to take care of your family if you have led a good life. Or even if you need, you are supposed to earn it rightfully. You are supposed to earn it honorably. Maybe you are working, yes, you are being paid, you are getting your allowances and all that, but to serve in a government service for just 4 years and go home with like 7 cars and 2 houses and blah, blah, blah. I think for a country which is considered to be a third world country, that is too much for us. We can channel that money into something more practical, into something more meaningful to benefit each and every Ghanaian.
I know Kwame Nkrumah never owned anything when he was the president of the country or the leader of the country. He never owned anything, but yesterday they overthrew him, and And there's people are still saying bad things about this guy. And everything he did, nobody else has been even able to do anything similar or even close. And they couldn't even maintain whatever he did. Everything is all mashed up, you know. It's a mess. And the people are still talking against him. Anyway, right now we have some people in the picture right now. We have Cheddar in the picture. Cheddar. We have Kofi Kranting in the picture. The rest I don't even want to talk about. But we have Bawumia, Lord of Mercy. And we have Mahama. So
yes,
this Cheddar guy, I know Kofi Kranting pretty well. You know, he's my friend, and you know, we used to talk a lot. This Cheddar guy came into the picture, and he's coming up with some crazy ideas. You know, first with I think trying to drag the sea to Kumasi. I interviewed Kofi Kranting some time back, I think a month or two ago, and I asked him that question, and he thought it was the most stupid idea because the dredging was gonna mess up our land, you know, and he didn't like it. And Kofi Kranting is a pretty smart guy, you know. So what do you think about this Cheddar guy?
Well, I think Cheddar is he's bold and he's brave. The reason why I'm saying that is because we know the nature of politics in Ghana. If you are somebody who is, let me say, industrious, if you are wealthy and you venture into politics, if you are not careful, they are going to go after your businesses. They are going to chase you. They are going to collapse your businesses. So for Cheddar to have come to put his wealth and everything that he has been able to achieve on the line with the aim of fighting for the youth, I think is something that we must all commend Cheddar for. But I think he's becoming over ambitious. Like you made mention of dredging the ocean from Accra to Kumasi. Yeah. I think this is absurd. Yeah. I don't know the kind of drugs he was on to have said such a thing in a third world country where toilet is still a problem, where water is still a problem. I think if there's any money to do such a project, I think the money is better we put the money into maintaining our railway system. Yeah. We put the money to improve on our infrastructure, to feed the poor children who are dying of starvation, to solve the issue of malaria, to clean our environment, you know, to sponsor our education, and to do other basic things which we are still lacking in this 21st century. But you come and tell the people in a third world country who most of them even wake up in the morning to go and queue to take a shower, to use the toilet, that you are going to use their little money to dredge the ocean from Accra to Kumasi. I think Cheddar, that is where Cheddar went too far. So yeah, we can book Cheddar for the future. He is not a bad guy, but I think he has to come down with his, you know, ideas. He simply has to slow down. Cheddar should understand that Ghanaians don't even need too much. Ghanaians are not asking for the Dubai kind of development. Ghanaians are not asking for hotels in the ocean, to have the Burj Khalifa, the Ghana Khalifa, like Ghana version of the Burj Khalifa. That's not what Ghanaians are asking for. Jobs, right? What Ghanaians, yes, what Ghanaians are asking for is basic life. At least let me have the ease of renting my own space. I'm 25-year-old guy. I need to get out of my parents' house to have my own life, you know, to begin something for myself. I just got out of school about 2 years ago. Give me a job. You know, let my life have a sense of living. Give me a reason why I should continue to live. You understand? People are asking for food. They're asking for water. They're asking for power. They're asking for basic things. So Cheddar should come down and not see Ghanaians like he's talking to some aliens. Or maybe some people who are so developed and they need bigger things. He can go to America and tell them that. He can go to Dubai and bring such a plan on board. But to come to Ghana, of all places, and say you want to dredge the ocean there, I think Cheddar, you know, I think Cheddar should come down. Cheddar should come down. But all the same, he's a good guy. We can book him for the future. But not now. Not now.
Not now. Pastor, you don't like politics, right?
I don't like politics, but
you do know Cheddar?
But I know Cheddar.
What do you think about him?
That guy, well, I think we need a young guys, you know, a young guy like him. Yeah, we don't need the old, you know, these old people. But we ask ourselves that, is he competent?
Yeah, that's
the only thing that I can say.
Competent.
Not about your money. Are you competent? Do you have the wisdom to do this kind of job?
But this guy is done. He's been a very good businessman, like Trump. He's done a lot for himself, and I think he has some good vision for the country. What
type of business?
I think he was scrap metal, and then he's done a real estate guy too. I mean, he's been building houses and other stuff, and he's done some good things in the community. And except like Mr. Freemind said, he's taking the country on a roller coaster. It's too fast. He needs to slow down a little bit. But what I think is the country needs to be taken on a roller coaster right now, because we've been slowed down for 60-something years. So we need some action now, just like Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso. Right now, they are the 4th most developing country in the world, not in Africa. He came in and within a few years, it's like, no, we don't have time. And I think that's what this guy is doing. But my problem is like somebody like Kofi Krante has got a very sharp idea, very sharp mind. And they need to team together. There's got to be a group, not just one person. All right? Pastor, you got something to say? Yeah. Pastor, want to chime in?
Ghana doesn't need any kind of a leader. Do you know what Ghana need?
What do we need?
Individually, we got to change.
Oh, you mean the citizens?
Yeah, the citizens. We are, I know I'm going to say something,
okay.
During the course of...
okay, yeah, I got you.
But what we need now, Ghanaians or black people, our mentality, we got to change it first. Without changing our mentality, no leader can help Africa.
But law and enforcement can make us change our mind.
If it is a law for you to, then you are a fool. The only fool on earth is somebody who knows what is right and do the opposite.
He who knows and knows not that he knows is a fool. Yeah, I think we need to be made to, you see, as Antiform say, it will be kokobo genuine. There are some people, you give them a toilet roll, and then
they will go for Brudia.
Yeah, they will throw it away and go get a Brudia. These people, you have to force them, and that's what Ghana needs now. If you're gonna sit there and wait for people to change their attitudes and stuff, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Ibrahim Traore came in, and they right now they're still trying to overthrow him. They've been like coups everywhere, but this guy is very vigilant. He's not gonna allow you. You know what I'm saying? And we need a leader like that. If people are coming in with suit and tie and promising stuff, I don't think this country is going to change. Mr. Freemind, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. And like my senior brother, Pastor Dan, said, that we don't need the old people, we need the young faces. I think that's where I disagree with Pastor Dan, because I believe he's also a matured man with gray hair. He being a matured man, I don't think, excuse me to say, he's foolish. He's also competent enough. He can lead a nation. So if an old man is propagating for the youth, it means he's telling us that the old people like him, they are failed us, which I don't think is so. Yes, some of them might have failed us, but not everybody. So I feel having the ability to lead a nation has got nothing to do with age. We can say maybe from 80 years, you begin to suffer certain natural deficiencies and all that. So we can put those 80-year-old people and above somewhere. But as long as the person is fit, the person is healthy, I don't think age doesn't really come to play here. Because the fact that you are old doesn't mean you are intelligent. And the fact that you are young doesn't mean you are, intelligent. It has got nothing to do with that. So we have to look at the competence of the person. Like, for example, I am now on social media propagating the good news of Dramani Mahama. I just didn't wake up one day and say I prefer Mahama. I sat down as a youth, to consider the two options that we have as a people, between Bawumia and Dramani Mahama, between the NPP and the NDC, what each of them have been able to do for the people over the years that they have been in power. So I came to the conclusion that if Dramani Mahama had 4 years, but was able to do this and that and that and that for the people, which most of them are evident, we can all see. Example, the Rich Hospital, the Bank of Ghana Hospital, the Syria Hospital, the Dodua Hospital, all these infrastructural development that Dramani Mahama brought to Ghanaians. And we based our 2016 vote on lies, on the lies of the NPP. And today, if we have realized that all these things we heard about Mahama, based on that we voted against him are lies, and he said he's coming back, then I see no reason why we have to say no to him. in favor of a young man who is living flamboyant lifestyle, buying cars from celebrities and moving with celebrities, just came from nowhere and told us that he wants to be president. I will personally advise Cheddar that if he's listening to me, I think he has to go and start from the parliamentary level. Let Ghanaians know, how well he can fight for them. You understand? Because you don't just need to be president to make a change. In fact, if you ask me, the change begins from parliament. Because that's where all the laws are enacted. You understand the point? And parliament is based on a majority rule. So let's say if Cheddar becomes the +1 to a certain party, or let me say to the majority or the minority side, and there's a bill which doesn't really suit the people being passed, Cheddar can stand up and say that, no, for me, I'll add my vote to these people and I'll quash that bill. So Cheddar can go to parliament and begin from there. Or if he still insist on jumping the hierarchy and just go for the bigger fish, which is the presidency, then I'll say this is not his time. Maybe in the next 15, 20 years, we can consider Cheddar, but not now. For now, talking about Cheddar will just be a total waste of time because he has no track record. And you said something, business. The fact that you have been successful in business doesn't mean that you can lead the people, because this business is a totally different ball game. You understand the point? We are talking about leadership, leading over 32 million people from different religious backgrounds and tribes and different ideologies and mentality. You are going to manage a whole resource to make sure these people have the best of life. So it's far different from being anybody at all can set up a business. I can put a cocoa joint, watch a joint and have my money and go my way. But if the country is given to me, I might not be able to, deliver like my people expect me to deliver. So yes, business and leadership are two different things. Let us not confuse the two.
Got you.
So I would say I have nothing against Cheddar. I've said this countless times on my platforms, but my point is Cheddar is not
ready
now. Cheddar, we can book him for the future, but not now. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, the problem is that the country is so messed up. Anybody thinks they can do better. That's the problem. That's why this guy stood up all of a sudden and saying, hey, let me do it, because I mean, these guys been doing it. It's like nobody has some sense in their coconut. It's like people, what's going on in the country makes you think we don't have, if you're standing outside, you can think we don't, it makes you think or say we don't have any intellectuals in the country. We got people with PhDs and whatever big degrees, and they can't even handle, this small.
And Mr. Reggae Man, I don't need to cut you short. I think it all began when Akufo-Addo became president, because Akufo-Addo is somebody who has stood on several platforms and said that, do you remember when they told me I'm too short and I cannot be president? Do you remember when they told me I'm this and I can't be president? So today, if Akufo-Addo, who claims that people never believed in him, that because of his height and stature and the way he looks, he could not be president, and today he has been president, then that alone motivates anybody at all to also come out and say, I also want to be president, because even the 3 feet man is not the president. So why can't somebody who is 6 feet or less, say somebody who is 5'8", who is 5 feet 8 inches, that person can also be president? So it all began. Akufo-Addo has reduced the presidency to the lowest level. Because let's say, for example, if you brought in Bawumia, because they told Mahama that he mismanaged Ghana's economy, and Bawumia has a PhD in economics. Bawumia was the deputy governor at the Bank of Ghana, and he told Ghanaians that he is well vested in economy, and he was a savior coming to save the Ghanaian economy and all that.
Wow.
This is the reason why Akufo-Addo brought him in. 8 years down the line, look at where the inflation is. And so Bawumia is on campaign platform shouting it's possible, it's possible. So why can't it also be possible for the other people, for Cheddar and the...
Exactly.
Even today, Kum Chacha wants to be... Why? Because if Bawumia has been able to lead the country into the gutters for all these 8 years and still come out and be bold enough to tell the people that I still want 4 more years, then Kum Chacha also has the right to say I also want to be president.
That's my point.
So it is Akufo-Addo and Bawumia who have reduced, that level. They have brought the bar far below. To the point even now, Kum Chacha and the Kriadonko or some which all want to be president. Come on, let's be serious.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. I like Kofi Krante, but what I see is he's coming in with a very slow pace. That's what I see about him. He's very confident, but he's very, very, I think he's a little slow coming in. coming in. He needs to put some fire, big fire in there. Because right now, look at Bawumia standing there, giving a speech, not making any sense, and people are following him. You see what I'm saying? I mean, when he I've listened to this guy talking, I don't see any sense coming out of him. Because it even start from the Kufuor guy, and I don't follow party politics. I don't care if you are NDC or MPP. If you do the good thing, if you do something good, I'll talk about it. If you do something bad, I'll talk about it too. But I haven't seen, since that Bawumia, started going on stage, I haven't seen anything sensible coming out of that guy. Have you listened to Kofi Koranten very well? And what do you think about him?
Well, Kofi Koranten is my very good friend. Okay. Actually, I met Kofi Koranten in Laboni. That was in 2021, when I visited Ghana. I met Kofi Koranten. I had a meeting with Kofi Koranten for about an hour. Okay. I would say Kofi Koranten is a great man with great ideas.
Yep.
But the problem with Kofi Koranten is he doesn't really understand the Ghanaian problem. Because he has been living abroad all his life, or let me say most part of his life. So he has really lost touch with the main problem of the people. So he normally speaks big grammar. And he thinks by speaking big grammar and bringing out bigger ideas, you know exactly what is wrong with the people. But he doesn't seem to have touch with the people. And the issue of Kofi Koranten is almost the same as Cheddar. I believe that Kofi Koranten should have begun from the parliamentary level. If he had gone to do something back at home, to influence his people to vote for him to parliament or to have a seat in parliament, then I think Kofi Koranten would have had would have had a bigger chance. You understand? Because if you are lucky enough to be in parliament, you have the platform to showcase yourself to the world.
Yes.
To sell yourself to the people. Yeah. Because I have been an MP. This is what I've done. You see me in parliament. I'm not like Kennedy. Japan, who is so loud on radio.
Yeah.
But if you go to parliament, he's very quiet. He doesn't talk. For me, I talk in parliament. You all know what I can do. This is what I've done. So if you have the chance to go to parliament, then you can prove yourself to the people. But since you have no track record, you have not been an, let me say, assemblyman, you have not really held any position in Ghana. To just wake up one day and say, I want to be president, it's not that easy. It's not that easy at all. It's not. Last time, he even told me he came to Ghana with $1 million. It's all gone. Because he will go to this chief, the chief will demand $100,000 to support him. He will go here, everybody is demanding money. The same thing is what they did to Kofi Wayo. Kofi Wayo came to slay, talk brofusa. Oh, I'm Kofi Wayo. I've been in America. You know something? No, Ghana, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, man.
They chop all his money. Yeah, man. They chop all his, today he has run away. You see, so if you don't know Ghanaians and you come and joke in Ghana with your little money, they will run you down. So I tell Kofi, my senior brother, that the little money left, Kofi should put it somewhere. Maybe like next year, or let me say either the latter part of this year or next year, I'll be in Ghana. I can meet Kofi for us to go and have some drink and eat some food somewhere. Let him keep the money. But if he still insists on destroying the money, going to waste the money on Ghana politics there, then Kofi has a long way to go. Kofi has a long, because he will give me that $1 million. I don't think at my level I'll go and put that $1 million in Ghana politics. When I know the way Ghanaians are, they'll chop your money and dance for you. But let the D-Day come. Reggae man.
Yeah, they will run away. Yeah.
You receive the shock of your life.
I think Kofi is finding out at this point that, these guys are cunning. I mean, they will promise you everything, but they just want money from you.
They have chopped all his money because I don't mean, okay, let me just chip this in. And when I was part of the freedom fighters, there were some people among us those days when we were propagating for third force and all that. Kofi Koranten came on board and demanded we throw our support behind him. Even some of our members were saying that no, if Kofi Koranten does not put money on the table, they are not going to support him. I'm telling you the fact. So Ghana politics now is like, it's like some crazy jungle where only the fittest are able to survive. And you see, one problem that we have, or let me say they have, is the fact that in every democratic nation, two parties will always emerge at the top.
Yes.
And those two parties, to kick them out of power is not an easy task.
It's tough, yeah.
And the problem with these small parties is the fact that, most of them are being sponsored by this same NPP and DC. Believe you me. Most of them. Like if you look at Sofu Chirabosom, this Kumasi man, what's the name? This man.
Yeah,
the one who was banned from Kumasi. The one who was banned from Kumasi.
ODK.
No,
ODK and all those guys. Their parties are being sponsored by the NPP.
Oh.
So Kofi Kranti told me that he requested that they all come together to form a one, how do I put it? Unified front to fight for power. They told Kofi that share. You just came the other day, you don't know what is on. Nobody is ready to go and fight for any power.
Wow.
We are okay where we are. We are comfortable where we are.
Wow.
We are enjoying our money from the NPP. Nobody is ready. So if you want to go, you go alone. That's why he's struggling. Wow. So even the third parties themselves are not ready. They are not even serious. It's business. Because they're not going to go, just go out there, form some community party and go and look for sponsorship. And that is how they make their money. So they are making business out of the people. Nobody is serious to go and grab any power. So for the next years, whether we like it or not, it is going to be between NPP and NDC. It's up to us to see among the two, which one of them, when given power, they are all thieves. NPP is a thief and NDC is no saint. But one is a bigger thief than the other. If you give the NPP, let's say 10,000 Ghana cedis, they'll chop 6,000 and use only 4,000. Yeah. But give the same amount to the NDC, they'll chop 1,000 and use 9,000 for your progress. So why don't you vote for the lesser devil and you're always there beating about the bush of a third force?
Why can't these two giant parties, if they are for the betterment of the country, why don't they absorb these, very good-minded people like Kofi Kranti and Cheddar? Why don't they absorb them into their party and give them some kind of position in there so they can actually, give some ideas to them going forward? Why do they neglect them? Because they know these guys can help. So why don't they absorb them into the parties?
Well, I don't think these two parties have neglected anybody because you say even the dead need numbers. So those who seek political power, who know for the fact that they getting the power is based on the numbers that they have. I don't think such parties will say we are not ready to welcome anybody on board. I think the problem has got to do with the interest of the people. You understand the point? Like if you ask someone like Kofi Kranti to come and join NDC, he will never join. Why? Because he wants to be the president, and if he comes to join the NDC, he's going to follow a long queue. He's going to follow a long queue because people have been there before him. He's going to follow a long queue before someday, if he's lucky, he might have the chance to lead the party. But and they don't want that. They want the shortcuts.
He may be smarter than the people that have been there for a long time. He may be smarter than them. Why can't they bump him up and have him lead the party?
Yes, the problem is smartest. Being smart itself is relative. There's no machine to measure smartness. You understand? Today, like you are seeing me, let's say, Mr. Reggae Man, you are seeing me like I'm smart. Somebody too might see me like this guy is the most stupid guy I've ever come across.
Exactly.
Yeah, so nobody can measure smartness. It's all relative. So it's about you getting the chance to lead the people. That is why in democracy, even the most foolish man, excuse me to say, can get a chance to lead the people. Because it's not really about smartness. It's about who has the confidence to convince people to vote for them. Ooh. It's about who has the charisma. It's about who can talk. That's democracy. It's all about who has the convincing power. It has really got nothing to do with being smart. It's about, okay, I have the convincing power and I have a little track record to back that up. That's it. People will follow you and people will vote for you. I've helped people. I've given some widows money. I've gone to the market. I've helped them here and there. I've painted their toilet for them. I've given them water. And they'll follow you. So it's not about you being smart. For example, look at somebody like this guy. What's the name? Papasindium.
Oh, yes.
Papasindium was part of Kofo's government. Then he went to join the CPP and later came to form his own party. Yeah. Why didn't he go or why didn't he remain with the NPP?
With NPP, yeah.
Because he wanted to be president. And if he had gone to join the NPP, he would have joined a long queue. Because Alan Chamantin was there before you.
Wow.
Kufado was there before you. Kufado never agreed that you just came the other day, you should come and lead the party for him to be there. No. So it's all about people's interest and what they want to achieve in the long term and in the short term. So I feel they are the ones who are distancing themselves from these two parties and not the other way around. The parties are not chasing them away. In fact, they are like Dramani Mahama is trying to bring everybody on board. The same thing applies to Bawumia. Bawumia wants to unify the whole party and bring everyone on board. But some people are simply not ready because they have all this mentality like, oh, for the NDC, they are corrupt. For me, I'm a saint. the NPP, they are bad for me. I'm an angel. Nobody's an angel. Nobody's an angel. Just that even in where you are in the US, there's high corruption in the US.
Yes.
Today they are pumping money into Ukraine. Can they account for that money they are pumping into Ukraine?
Nope.
It's all corruption. We are all corrupt as
interest.
It is in the DNA of every human to be corrupt. But the point is, some people are more corrupt than the others. Yes, so let us look for the lesser devil and not try so hard to look for angels. Angels are not, they are not. If angels are there, they are busy worshiping God. They are not interested in Ghana politics.
Pastor, let me read some. There's a lot of comments going on. Kojo Osei Tutu Bando, he's saying maybe we should go to BRICS, the new form, the BRICS, for loan. I don't believe in loans. I mean, Captain Sankara started something in Upper Volta some time ago, and then he canceled all loans. He didn't want any slave master or any colonial master giving the country loan. He didn't want to depend on anybody, and he started building the country. When they found out, they killed him. They paid his brother to cut his head off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in going for. So Kojo, I disagree with you going for loans. We've gone for loans, and people steal the money. Unless we want to bring the white men back in to enslave us again, to colonize us again, then that I will sign for it. Yeah, because we are so dumb we can't even take care of ourselves. At this point, Pastor, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I have something.
Go ahead,
to say.
Pastor.
I remember a time years ago, Donald Trump said Africans are shithole.
Yeah, I heard that.
I mean, it was true. Even I said, no, not the shithole, but the shit itself. Excuse me, I am African, I am Ghanaian. You will not understand until you travel.
You travel, yeah.
Look, my own brother was saying that somebody went there and before he knew 1 million was gone.
That's Kofi Kurante.
Yes.
Yeah, they took his money.
Look, supposing if this man had been the leader of Ghana, don't you think that he have to take that money back?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Where would that money come from?
Yeah, from the government.
From the government. From the same people. So Africans, I don't know our mentality. My brother was saying that we need jobs and stuff. Here, I don't work for the government. When you look at the jobs over here in America, I can tell you 90% of the jobs here are from the individuals.
Individuals, yeah. Yep, that's true.
But Ghanaians, we are thieves.
Yeah.
Let somebody give you a job.
They will steal. Yeah.
They will steal you and collapse your company.
Yeah, not to cut you. There was one guy on the internet recently, and he went and opened some company in Ghana, and they just they killed him. Because and I used to buy used ties from Germany in the 80s. I used to go to Germany, and that time they were throwing ties away, used ties, they were throwing them away. And I used to go and, just load them in containers and bring them to Ghana. And, some guy, at the shop, if somebody comes in and I'm not there and they want to buy like a bulk, I don't count these ties every day, I get to a point where when I'm going back to Germany, then I'll have the guys count the guy and the stuff, and I'll do some inventory and see how much I got left, and count the money in the bank. And I realized he was selling the stuff in bulk. If somebody comes in and want to buy 20, he said he put that money in his pocket. How am I going to know? I trusted this guy, and when I was coming from abroad, I'll bring him underwears and singlets and all that stuff, just to make him comfortable. But he was stealing my money, and so it's not anything new. These guys will do this thing to you. We are not that faithful, So it's going to happen.
So a country, that its citizens are not faithful to themselves.
Yeah, they are not. That's not going to
happen. A country that its own citizen can devour each other.
Yep.
A country that its citizen will be taking bribes everywhere.
Yeah.
With your naked eye, you will see on the road everywhere, in every job, corruption. They don't even cover it.
Yeah, it's just plain.
Just plain.
This guy, not to cut you, this guy, what's his name? One guy that used to cover his face. Anas. He started doing some stuff and people started criticizing him.
I don't like him.
He wasn't right? I
thought he wasn't right.
Oh, okay.
We will talk about it later. To me, that doesn't mean that what I'm saying, is right. But
I got you.
It wasn't good. A country that we are from, Somebody may go to the market to buy a menkeni, buy kobe, buy enchine, and they make their own soup and prepare their fufu and sit down and eat without thinking that after they will use the bathroom. Such a country want the government to construct a toilet facility for them. I have never in
crazy,
my life,
Mr. Freemind, and that crazy
something like this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
How do you live in a house without a toilet?
People like that go to that church called that guy that said he goes to a Pentecost. How did he say the Pentecost?
Pentecost.
All these guys they are on Sunday, they are packed in churches and they don't think.
A country
that's a problem.
That from Monday to Friday, I am a pastor. I know. From Monday to Friday, living in your job, and then you join a prayer group, and that is own your own company. The productivity hours, you destroy them.
Yep.
Even your Bible tells you that, we have to work. Says this. You understand?
Yep.
So how can you be a leader in such a country? How?
It's tough.
That's why I was saying that the only thing that we can do is to change our mentality.
Yeah,
without changing our mentality,
that would be tough.
Nobody
can
help out, can help the black people.
Yeah, time around for us 12:37 p.m. and let's move on to we kind of touch a little bit on Bawumia, but I want us before it's 1 o'clock. I want us to talk about Bawumia, Mahama, and Akufo-Addo. That Bawumia guy, I mean, I'm not being critical, but I don't like him. He's not as smart as I want him to be, and he's out there, and there's a lot of people like following him and liking him and shouting. And every speech he makes, I don't see any sense in it. He's promising cell phones and come on, So what do you have to say about this guy? He shouldn't be out there. I mean, I'm not MPP, I'm not NDC. I'm looking for somebody brilliant to lead the state. And this guy is not a smart guy.
Well, Bawumia is out there simply because he knows that people are not really conscious in terms of politics. Because if Bawumia was to be in a serious country, Bawumia should have been behind bars and not be on the campaign platform. Because there is somebody who has failed amicably. Bawumia was sent to Zimbabwe as an economist to go and help curb the inflation in Zimbabwe. Before Bawumia left for Zimbabwe, they used to use one bundle of money to buy one loaf of bread. The moment Bawumia arrived in Zimbabwe, right after about a month or so, Zimbabweans now begin to use a sack full of money just to buy bread. He even went to make the matters worse in Zimbabwe. Then later he came back to Ghana and said, I'm an economist and vote for me and blah, blah, blah. You see, Bawumia wasn't ready for politics.
Wow.
He was pushed by Akufo-Addo from Bank of Ghana to come and be his running mate because he deceived Akufo-Addo into believing that he was so good when it comes to addressing economic challenges and he was up to the task to handle Ghana's economy. That's the main reason why Akufo-Addo brought Bawumia on board. But when he came, this is almost 8 years and now we are marking the exam paper of Bawumia. And Bawumia has failed terribly. But because, like I'm saying, he knows the people are timid and the people are not really conscious in politics, they'll still follow him and, say Bawumia should continue. That's why he goes about saying that give me the steer, I'll be the driver's mate, and I'll be in this and blah, blah, blah. Even just listen to Bawumia's utterances.
It's not making any sense at all. I mean, I don't know.
That I'll give you a phone, all you need to do is to pay 1 cedi or 2 cedi every month. So let's say you are giving S24 Ultra, which is about 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And you have to pay 1 cedi every month. How many years are you going to use in paying that, or in paying for that phone? I want to use over 200 years. By that time, you'll be dead and gone. Even your ancestors, because in the next, let me say, in the next 100 or in the next 80 years, Pastor Dan will be gone. Maybe at that time, Pastor Dan will be enjoying in heaven. Me too, I'll be somewhere seeing what the world has for me.
I'll be in hell.
Reagan, Pastor Dan, you also be gone.
We'll be Tyson if he comes to hell and meet me there. I'll put him in corner.
Yes. So the mere fact that Bawumia is not in prison but on the campaign platform asking for 4 more years alone should tell us that we the people need to wake up. we the people need to wake up, because without us, Bawumia can never be president. We have the power, so we should show Bawumia the exit route and not give him the leeway to go and enter the Jubilee House, or to continue from where he left off. Because Bawumia is a no for any rational Ghanaian. Bawumia is a no for any Ghanaian with a little bit of sense should be able to understand by now that Bawumia can never ever be president. He's not a presidential material. He lacks the charisma, he lacks the wisdom, he lacks the insight, he lacks the track record, he lacks everything. He doesn't even know how to comport himself on stage. Imagine Bawumia laughing in a house. So is that how you're going to laugh if he send you out there to go and face the UN? You are giving a UN address and you are just laughing. You're laughing anyway. Then the whole world will laugh at Ghana. That was kind of man the Ghanaians present to the world. So if you look at Bawumia is somebody that we should not even be discussing at this point in time. He has to go home, and he must go home now.
Yeah, I've like I said, I've listened to him, and I'm listening to Kofi Cranton, I've listened to Cheddar. I'm not going to talk about Mahama because he's been president before, and like you say, he did some things, but it's still bad, So I don't want none of them to be leading the country at this point. I think we need a fresh person who has no experience, like Kofi Cranton or Cheddar. I mean, these big guys, I don't think, and Bawumia is just out of the picture. I don't want that guy to be out there. But obviously, Ghanaians like him, and I think it's just a party. They are following the party, and not telling the truth and not using their head. And people like this guy stands on stage, just like I remember when Rawlings was in power. He says something out of the blue, and people will go, "Yay!" I'm like, "What did he say?" That makes you go, yay. This guy is not making any sense. Why are you going, yay? It's like, we love him. You love him for what? That's what's happening right now. I've seen this guy on stage, and I don't like it. And the same thing goes to, we're going to go to Mahama and the NDC too. I don't see any, like I said, they should absorb these Cheddar and Kofi Cranton type of guys into the party, and not to put them at the end of the queue. These guys are very clever. They have good visions. They have good heart, and I think they can do better than these people. Pastor, you wanted something?
Yeah, let me say something. As I said, I hate democracy itself. I don't like it. But I am a NPP man.
Okay.
I love NPP.
Okay.
But this time I don't need them in power. Nope. NPP.
Why so?
Why?
Yeah.
They are all lawyers.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So they know how to lie.
They have to lie. Okay. Yeah.
The country doesn't need
this kind of. Yeah.
I mean, lawyers. The attitude is lying. Okay. NPP. One time I listened to Asidun Ketia, and I love that man. Okay. Asidun Ketia. Oh man. All the politicians in Ghana, he's number one.
Really?
I don't like NDC, and I will never support NDC. But at this time, I don't want to see NPP to be in
power.
Yes, in power.
Okay.
Because they are all bunch of liars. When I was in Ghana, I was a member.
Yeah.
I pay my dues. Okay, but what I have seen is, I see in Ketia said is that. The NPP and the NDC, you can never win without the support of Ashanti region.
Really?
The NPP, the NDC, you can never win without the support of Ashanti region. So what did they do for Ashanti region? There was a time, these young girls were, cursing Akufo-Addo, insulting him and here and there, and it pains my heart. And he came to Kumasi, some years back, and they asked him, hey, Nana, all your promises that you made, we haven't seen it. This man looked through the camera and said, I didn't force you to vote for me. Your kokurumuti, I didn't put your kokurumuti into the ballot.
You went and voted yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Why do, somebody say this? All right? And now let me come to Mahama.
Yeah.
What I hear Mahama saying that when he comes back, all those things that from Rawlings, himself, Akufo-Addo, the things that they tackled and they couldn't finish, when he comes back, he will make sure he finish them.
And who said that? Mahama?
Mahama.
Okay.
And I say, yes, this is the guy. All right? Because when they come, they will just start something. Then they stop. In this country, I have never seen any government inaugurating something. Now, when the hospital is done, that's it. You will never see anybody cutting sword or something like that. You don't see nothing. Yeah, all right? But in Ghana, that is what they do. You see Akufo-Addo and his people, maybe 50 convoy.
Yeah.
And I mean, so I have been telling my people that if you think you are not going to vote for Afafranto, if you know you are not going to vote for Afafranto, it will be better for you to vote for Mahama. Okay. But the NPP kicked them out because they are all bunch of liars.
Let me go to we're getting some feedbacks here. Hati Anafo. Oh, see, the host sounds like a disappointed MPP man. Discerning person can through his gimmicks. He and the pastor are on the same level. Hati, trust me, I'm not a party member. I don't belong to any party. I'm just disappointed in all leaders. Since Kwame Nkrumah was killed, or when he was overthrown. After he was overthrown, anybody that came haven't done anything to satisfy me. It's not MPP and it's not NDC. There's a bunch of liars that come in and steal resources. They give our resources away to the colonial master. And Ibrahim Traore now took Burkina Faso out of that, that kind of trend. And they are on their own right now. And they are the fourth most developing country in the world. So I'm not MPP, I'm not NDC. I don't follow any party. I just need somebody better, to lead the country. All right. So that's your answer there, Mr. Freemind. So
yes, sir.
We'll go to Mahama last because I know you are a Mahama guy. So if I give you all the time, you talk good things about Mahama. So let's go to Akufo-Addo. Let's go to Akufo-Addo.
Right.
I have some hardcore MPP members here in Connecticut, and one day I'll bring one guy in, and then what's Nanaje. He would disagree with anything that I say. He would tell you the country is now heaven. Everything is food is in abundance. Right now, just a few days ago, he started, throwing Bawumia's campaign out there on some platforms, claiming he's doing a good job and all that.
Where is it?
He's MPP guy, and I don't know what he sees. He probably doesn't see what I see. What did Akufo-Addo do to make Bawumia? People like Bawumia to come and continue whatever Akufo-Addo did. I don't see anything. They talk about agenda, whatever.
111.
Okay, 188 or 111.
I think it's 111.
They somebody told me they built a lot of hospitals. Yeah, and somebody said they brought a lot of ambulance in the country, and everything's fine. I made mention of this on one platform, and somebody really attacked me. It's like, I'm living in Ghana, you are not in Ghana, and blah, blah, whatever. If you are MPP, fine. It's what the thing that I don't see. We all room come afar in here. In Ghana, but now because you could not mash up. You go for holidays. Now, the things you see. I don't really like going there because there's too much going on. I'd rather stay here and have my peace of mind. So what did Akufo-Addo do that makes people think Bawumia will do better? I don't get it. Can you elaborate?
Well, Akufo-Addo has done a lot, because let's see, if you build 1,000 toilets, that's a lot of things. Yeah, that's a lot of toilets. You understand the point? So I would say Akufo-Addo has done a lot. So the question is not really about what he has done. It's about the impact of what he has done. Whatever he thinks he has done, of what use, of what impact, how has he been able to benefit the people? I think that should be the discussion. There is a saying that goes that to whom much is given, much is expected. Akufo-Addo came to power at the point in time where the economy was so good. At that time, the sinking fund, there was about $300 million. John Dramani Mahama left about $250 million in the stabilization fund. And that is what Akufo-Addo used to curb COVID-19 when it struck Ghana somewhere in 2019, I think 2018 or 19, one of them. So Akufo-Addo came to meet a vibrant economy. At that time, to get $1, you just had to cough out 4 Ghana cedis. At that time, price of kinky was about 1 cedi, 20 pesos. Others 2 cedis. At that time, you could just spend 5 cedis and you have a full bowl of kinky and some nice fish to enjoy. At that time, Gobe wasn't that expensive. At that time, cost of living wasn't that high. He came to meet a vibrant economy. But 8 years down the line, if you had to go back and check what he has been able to do, how whatever he has done has impacted the people, I think is all negative, because, like I'm saying, whatever he has done is not even up to the level of district assembly. Because look, to tell me that you have borrowed over 742 billion Ghana cedis, and if you are to tell the people what you have done, you are saying that you have built toilets and you have built some community hospitals which are 40 bed capacity, and here, here and there. If this is what you have to show the people, and just about some 2 days ago, we learned in the news that he has bought some trucks for the 275 constituencies in Ghana to use to maintain their roads and all these things. When it comes to buying of machines, anybody at all can buy machines. Even the most idiotic person on earth can buy machines if given the money. So if a president, after 8 years, you have borrowed about 20 times what John Dramani Mahama borrowed, and you are telling the people that have bought machines to be given to constituencies at the district level, then you are just making a mockery of yourself. So Akufo-Addo has done practically nothing for Bawumia to continue. The reason why they are pushing Bawumia is because Bawumia is the only person who can protect Akufo-Addo after he leaves office. There's a book trending on social media called Ejapadia. If you read that book, it states that Akufo-Addo and the Achim Mafia people, that's the family of JB Dankwa, like I was saying, Edward Akufo-Addo, the Bomtis, the Gabi Ochudako, they have drawn, how do I say it? They have put down some rules which they are going to follow to steal or to sell state resources. You understand? To change ownership of state resources, for those resources to belong to their family, for them to control Ghana within the next maybe 20 years or 30 years time.
Really?
You understand the point? So yes, which from day one, Bawumia has been a part and parcel of it. The book is out there. When we are done with this program, you can go and download the book, PDF form, and read and go to the book. You understand the kind of plans that these people really have for the people of Ghana. So Bawumia has been part and parcel from day one. So Akufo-Addo is aware. Now look, if you look at the primaries of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama got an overwhelming support of about 98 to 99%.
Really?
It means the NDC people have got faith and trust in John Dramani Mahama. But if you look at the side of Bawumia, after all the bribery, because there were so many evidences, we came on social media telling the people that Akufo-Addo, they took over $10 million to bribe the delegates to go and vote for Bawumia. But even some of them never got their money, and they came on social media crying that, we have voted for Bawumia and we still don't have our money. After all the bribery and everything, Bawumia still got less than about 63%. It tells you that even in the NPP, they don't have faith and confidence in Bawumia. But simply because Akufo-Addo believes that Bawumia is the only person to protect their loot. It's the reason why they are pushing Bawumia. They know Bawumia, if we have to vote fairly, if you have to go to a free and fair electoral process, every conscious Ghanaian knows this fact. Is aware that there is no way Bawumia can beat John Dramani Mahama in terms of everything or anything. So Akufo-Addo is simply pushing Bawumia. It doesn't mean Akufo-Addo has done anything for Bawumia to come and go. If there's anything that he has done, then it's about stealing state resources, which Bawumia is coming to continue with the same agenda. Like I'm saying, if you read the Japadia book, they have done a lot since 2016. It was stated in the book that they were going to collapse the bank of Dr. Pakwasi Indio. And today you are foreseen. We all know that they have collapsed the man's bank. You understand the point? So he's just pushing Bawumia to come and protect whatever he has looted. He's pushing Bawumia to come and continue from where he left off. He's pushing Bawumia because he's the only person he knows can continue with the Achim Mafia gang agenda. Nothing more, nothing less than that.
Wow.
So, yeah, so if you ask me, Bawumia is a no-no because Bawumia going for the next 4 years, that will be the third term for Akufo-Addo. For his family to continue selling Ghana's resources to their family and friends and to their cronies. It will not benefit anybody at all.
You see, on the same token, I remember when Mahama was in power, we had people criticizing him just like, because the economy at that time, you know, I mean, you say, you know, his time, Kinky was, you know, Gobe was affordable and all that, but those days, you know, as time, you know, progresses and as we grow in this planet, you know, as the century gets longer and whatever, I mean, we get closer to, you know, whatever decades and stuff gets, you know, we used to be paid $10, you know, years ago. Now, if you make $10 now, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be sufficient for you and the family, you know. So Mahama's time, people were suffering, just like Akufo-Addo's time. Same thing. So why are we comparing that time, Mahama's time, to Akufo-Addo's time at this time? It's the same. It carries different weights. So why are you comparing those two eras? It's not apples and oranges. It's not apples to apples.
Well,
I think. Go ahead.
Well, I think we are comparing because if under John Dramani Mahama, the exchange rate, like I'm saying, was $1 to 4 Ghana cedis, and Ghanaians complained that they were suffering. Then under Akufo-Addo, if the exchange rate is now $1 to almost 16 Ghana cedis, then you are not suffering. You are dead. You are dying, or let's say you are dead already.
How many years interval is that since it was 1:1 whatever?
Well, when John Dramani Mahama was leaving power, the highest that the cedi went was $1 to 4 cedis 20 pesos, and this is less than 8 years down the line. If the cedi is hovering around $1 to 16 cedis. When Bawumia told us that he was an economic messiah and the champion Bawumia, that he was a savior of the Ghana economy, and now he has come. After almost 8 years, we are selling the cedi to the dollar, $1 going for 16 Ghana cedis. Then I think that there is no country. Look, when I came to Kenya, when I first came to Kenya about 6 years ago, at that time, $100 was around 10,000, or 12,000 Kenyan shillings. 6 years down the line, today $100 is just about 13,000 Kenyan shillings. So within the last 6, it has gone up just by barely 1,000 Kenyan shillings. But this is what we are saying. Nobody is saying the world should not move forward. Of course, once we are sleeping and waking up, the world will surely move forward. But we are looking at the speed. We are looking at it because you cannot tell me that somebody used 4 years. When John Dramani Mahama took power, it was $1 to 2 Ghana cedis. When he was leaving power, it was $1 to 4 Ghana cedis. Let's say an increment of 2 Ghana cedis, which is rational within a 4-year period. But if you tell me in less than 8 years you have increased from 4 cedis to 16 Ghana cedis, I think this is not rational, and this is not anything that any Ghanaian should be defending at all, if you ask me. Now, once again, we are comparing because if you look at the time frame that John Dramani Mahama got, we can say that for Atameosu also got less than 4 years, and Mahama took over from him in 2012 and went to the elections and won and continued for an additional 4 years and all that. We can have that conversation. But then if you have to compare the kind of hardship, you see, one thing that we have to know that people always complain. Even in US, you still complain. Why? Because people always want the best. People never get tired. If you place them here tomorrow, if you place them on the 3rd floor, tomorrow they want to go to the 4th and 5th floor. So people always complain. You understand? So it's not really about people complaining. It's about what the realities on the grounds. Because there's no government that people will not talk. Today, should John Dramani Mahama come, Ghanaians will still talk. But it's about the data. It's about the reality on the ground. How now? When John Dramani Mahama was leaving office, unemployment rate was about 8%. Today, it's about 16%. These are the realities that we are talking about. But you understand? We are comparing cost of living under Mahama to that of Mahamudu Bawumia and Nana Akufo-Addo after 8 years. And these are people who have borrowed more than John Dramani Mahama. These are people who have been running 120 ministerial systems or positions. These are people who have created new regions. These are people who have gotten lithium. These are people who are benefiting from our oil. The lithium they got, they have given to the 5 people. Australians for only 13%. Where is that money going? So we are comparing because if John Dramani Mahama was, let me say, able to use a maximum of just about 80 ministers with 54 billion cedis to complete all these projects, and you have borrowed over 742 billion, and you have practically nothing to show, then we need to be concerned as a people, because of course they are using state resources to do all these things that that they are doing.
Thelma A.D. Corte, he's saying that unemployment is over the bar. I mean, when Mahama was president, what was the unemployment rate compared to now?
It was about 8%. It was single digit.
Did he create any jobs?
Today is double digit. Yes, it was single digit.
Did he create any jobs? Did Mahama
Did
Mahama create any jobs?
Yes. Of course, every government at least create jobs. John Dramani Mahama created so many jobs with the Commander Sugar Factory, with the Atriabo Gas Plant, which today Abua Ponchi of the NPP and their cronies are now enjoying the kind of job that John Dramani Mahama created. John Dramani Mahama built Kotoka Terminal 3, which has created so many jobs for the immigration officers. And today, Akufo-Addo's children are the ones who have been employed at the Kotoka Terminal 3. They are the ones who are running the duty-free shops there. So John Dramani Mahama created jobs, and even the jobs that he created have benefited these same NPP cronies. So what are we discussing? He created so many jobs. Tema Maritime Hospital, that was job creation. The bank, hospital, job creation. All the facilities and everything that he did, all these things were there to create jobs, meaningful jobs for for the people to benefit. So of course, if you ask me, I'll say he created lots of jobs.
Okay. Yeah. I wish what's that guy's name? That MPP guy. What's his name?
Definitely.
Yeah, I wish he was here to answer this, because I'm hearing very good stuff about Mahama, but when he was president, people were yelling and people were wailing, and the same problem this time that MPP is on. And just like you said, people will always complain, but I mean, we need to look at the numbers, which I don't, so yeah. Okay, it's 1 o'clock already. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk about Mahama. So you think Mahama can reverse all this curse? You think so?
Well, I cannot guarantee with 100% certainty, because Mahama is not a miracle worker. Mahama will need the support of each and every Ghanaian. Mahama will also have to work hard to reverse the consequences of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. So I cannot confirm with 100% certainty that John Dramani Mahama might take us back to $1 to 4 cedis. No, it might not happen. But what I can say with certainty is the fact that I've checked John Dramani Mahama's track records, and I feel that if Mahama is to be brought back to the table, I think Mahama will be a much better person than Mahamudu Bawumia continuing. Let's say Mahama comes and it even let me see, comes down from $1 to 16 Ghana cedis to $1 to, let's say, 12 Ghana cedis. I think that will be a very big improvement, which Bawumia and Akufo-Addo have never been able to achieve over the span of 8 years. So I know for a fact that it's not me saying that Mahama will be good. If you check the track record of John Dramani Mahama, every rational, patriotic, well-meaning Ghanaian should understand that if somebody could use 54 billion cities borrowed to build all this infrastructure that today we see, that today we benefit. For example, the Legon UGMC. Even people from the US and Canada, they come and they go there and they are shocked. They don't even believe this is Ghana. And all these projects came as a result of the 54 billion loan that John Dramani Mahama got. During the time of John Dramani Mahama, there was also Ebola, but he never took any Ebola tax. Mahama never imposed emission levy, betting levy, e-levy, blah, 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 blah. But he was still able to deliver. Yeah, as far as even using the profits of the Bank of Ghana to build the bank hospital. These people came since 2017, they have been running losses. And today, the Bank of Ghana is even in debt of over 70 billion Ghana cedis and still counting. So if you are to ask me, I think where we have gotten to, if we are to be practical, without being partisan, without being so emotional about NPP and this, any rational person will see Mahama as the better option here. Wow. Because this person never created new regions. This person used lesser money than what these people have used. This person never stood on platform and said that I have built toilets, or I'm here to build you toilets. This person was able to go to Menchia, stood before the Otum for almost about 30 minutes or so, and was able to tell the Otum for what he has been able to do for the people of the Ashanti region. Meanwhile, this man knows that they never get so much vote from the Ashanti region, but he was able to go and stand before the Otumfo to pinpoint and name what he has been able to do for them. Bawumia came, that's why they got their most vote. Ekufuado and Bawumia, they got their most vote. The NPP always get their vote for the Ashanti region. But if I'm to ask you that has Bawumia been able to go to Menchia to tell the king or the chief what he has been able to do for his people, the answer is no. But I see that he has not been able to do anything. So for me, I believe that under John Dramani Mahama, if cost of living was far was much more cheaper than what we have now under Bawumia and Ekufuado, and looking at the fact that we are going to the polls come December, and whether we like it or yes, if Mahama doesn't win, Bawumia will be the one to win. Yeah. So comparing Bawumia to John Dramani Mahama, I believe any sane, rational person will never jump Mahama and go and vote for Bawumia. Somebody who is building toilet. Imagine US. There's no president in US who will say I have built you toilets. You understand? But if a whole president can stand on a platform and say I have built you toilets, then this is
United States
is something that we must be concerned.
Yeah, United States is an advanced country, so it's an advanced country. So they will base their whatever on different aspects.
But if I to say that Kenya is not so advanced like the US, Kenya is a little bit above Ghana. But no Kenyan politician will stand on the platform and say, I'll build toilets. You see, it's something which is laughable. These people are failed and they are failed terribly. Today, during the days of John Dramani Mahama, Victoria Hammer, who was only a deputy minister, said if she gets $1 million, she'll quit politics. Within 24 hours, John Dramani Mahama told her to leave office. But we are having a leadership whereby we have caught sanitation minister keeping more than $2 million under her bed. And the president was so quick to even come out and defend her that he knows that this is this issue will go nowhere and all that. So you see, if you have to compare the NPP, John Dramani Mahama and Bawumia, you will go on and go on and go on, because these people, like I'm saying, have failed beyond every reasonable doubt that we should not even think of letting them to continue for the next 4 or 8 years.
I hear you, Mr. Freemind. I hear you. I'm pretty sure if there was a sole NPP supporter here, they will probably disagree with you. I mean, I don't follow any party, but I mean, of course, you are NDC member. And Pastor, you have something to say?
Yeah.
Before you go, Hetty Anafo. This is what they're saying. They said, honestly, I'm really disappointed in this show. I was expecting some deep critical thinkers and honest discussion analysis. I don't know what you were looking for. Maybe you can tell us what you wanted to hear. I mean, obviously, Mr. Freemind is an MPP. I don't know if he's a member, but he likes MPP, NDC. You know, we don't have a sole NPP member here, so you know it's kind of one way right there. But I don't follow any party. And I don't like any of those two parties. I think somebody neutral should come in. And you don't like anybody neutral. Cheddar has come, Kofi Krante has come, Chematin, all these, you have something to say about them. All you want is either NDC or NPP. So I don't want any complaints, you know. Pastor, yeah.
Yeah, based upon what my brother was saying, that Bawumia was saying that they are able to build toilet, right? Mahama says something similar, that when we come, I mean, right? this one also wasn't, I mean, it wasn't good, you know. But what I'm going to say is this, to me, democracy is not good for Africa. And before Africans, before we can move forward, especially Ghana, we got to free our mind, all right? We got to, I mean, rethink again, because we are all thieves. Yeah, Africans, Ghanaians, 90% are thieves. And being a thief, you cannot develop your country. And two, let us choose our country over a political party. If your party is not helping you, kick them out. it's better for Ghanaians to kick NPP government out. Okay, wow. That is my, this is what I will tell somebody. Okay, it is better for you to kick NPP government out for now. Kick them out. Either you bring in Afafranto or NDC.
So you think NDC will do better?
Yes. I am. I was MPP man. No, now I cannot vote in Ghana anymore. Right? Yeah. I cannot vote, but I can sit down here and tell someone it will be better if we compare and contrast. Yeah. Then the best candidate for the job will be Mahama.
Oh, really?
Yes, than Bawumia.
Okay.
Monfa City and never could ditch. No. That one is not going to help. So I would advise the Ghanaian people, whether you choose it or you leave it. Me, I am here. I am in America here, living comfortably, eating and drinking whatever I want to eat. Yeah. Right? Democracy is not good. It's not good for Africa. But this time, if you are voting, you think those two political parties, it will be better for you to bring NDC than our own MPP, who is destroying Ghana. MPP for destroy Ghana. They are because all of them, they are lawyers, and they know how to lie.
Wow, interesting.
Can I come in here before you
go ahead.
Let me add something small to what Pastor Dan said. You see, these are the problems that we have been having from day one. If Pastor Dan said that Mahama said and Kukon Ketiketi and all these things, you see, sometimes we just misconstrue them.
I think it was a confirm, right? I confirm.
You see,
what's a Google?
No. Now,
you
he
see,
said that he's going to
I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
It's similar to the toilet one, right? But
so how can you compare Nkukubu to go and do poultry farming to toilets? Let's be serious. How can you compare business minds to building toilets? Yeah. It's the same thing Kutuwe Champon did back in the 70s that today we are calling him one of the best military rulers that we ever had. Operation Feed Yourself.
Yes.
He said if you have your garden, plant something and eat, so if Mahama comes and say that, no, this is something small that I can also do to help to reduce the unemployment rate in Ghana. Today, if Mahama say, Ukada, we want to eat up Mahama. If you say, okay, going to poultry farming to Wahala. So what do we want him to come and do? We cannot all get white color. Even if you go to France, there are people who even roast maize on the street in France. Last time I was here watching one documentary in France, and I saw Nigerians roasting corn on the street.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you are not told, you will never believe. If you are not told that such a thing can go on in France, you will never believe. But it goes on in even the most advanced countries. People do petty trading. Last time, I hello?
He said it is done here in America too.
Yes. Last time I was watching a video of Bronx, New York, US, and I saw people selling small things on the street. So petty trading goes on everywhere. So for Mahama to say to a people belonging to a third world nation that if I come, that you too want to go into poultry farming, I'll help you to get your kukubu and get your poultry and begin to raise. I think he has said nothing we should be sitting here trying to make mockery of. You can't compare that to toilet. Somebody is telling you they are building toilet. Imagine in the 21st century building toilet. In the 21st century building, then you are comparing toilet to somebody who is here to empower you to have your own small business. Even in Ghana, farming, we normally do small scale farming. Nobody has combined harvesters and what have you to go into large scale farming. It's small thing that we all do. Those who are selling phones, but I was telling you, if I come, I'll buy a phone for you and you pay 1 cedi, 2 cedi every month. Yeah. Go to Circle. All the phone dealers like himself, Bawumia, they are doing small scale phone business. The phone is inside a suitcase. If you mention the phone, they open the suitcase for you. You take the phone that you want, and they take their money and go their way. This is all small business. Yeah. So what are we laughing about? Yeah. You see, so yes, it's something that we need to really
Juliet
address with all seriousness.
Juliet Nasika said something. He said the guy has no idea how much government spent in importing chicken. Mahama small chicken will be better to save Ghana lot and reduce unemployment. which is good. Thank you,
Juliet. The way he said it,
yeah, thank
so
you,
you see, Pastor Dan wanted Mahama to say, "I'll build a whole factory full of." No.
That's what we need.
No. The way the man
said. The point is, can he do that for everybody? He's a regular man. Can he do that for everyone? He's looking at putting some little money in everyone's pocket.
No. The way he said
I like agriculture. Anybody, any government that starts thinking, that's what China did. And now look at the Chinese. Any government that thinks about agriculture, more about agriculture, I'm for
Even Kenya here, if you go to people's homes, in the villages, they have their own cows, maybe 1 or 2 cows, and they get their milk and everything from the cow. It happens all over the world. It is no news that it's not something that we should laugh about.
Right now, everybody is at circle. Everybody's at Accra trying to buy and sell. That's what's going on.
Bami is a phone dealer. Now he's a circle. Bami is a circle selling phones. Who? 1 city, 2 city. Mr. Dan will not say you. Hey. Oh, Lord. Mr. Dan will not say anything about it. He is not a phone dealer. Mr. Dan, what was saying about that? He's a phone dealer.
So before we go, let's touch it. This topic before we go. I mean, we are over the time, but it's fine. I hope you guys are over time. That galamsey is messing up our land, and they do the same in Burkina Faso. I always use them for example, but with Burkina Faso, their laws. When you're done with your galamsey, you fill that hole, whatever hole you dug, you fill it back with the earth or the sand or whatever. You have to fill it before you go to somewhere else. Some Chinese companies tried to, he deported them. They dug big holes, got their gold. And when you get the gold, you sell it to the government. You can't just take it outside. They'll give you a good price, but they will sell it. You sell it to them and they'll take it to the international market. And some Chinese company tried to do that. And this guy, he's not joking. He taught them some sense, What are we doing to fight that galamsey thing? I think last week I saw some guys in the farm cutting corn. They were just chopping them down, saying we need gold, we don't need corn. Some were cutting cocoa trees. So what can we do? Right now, I know this government is not doing anything, unless maybe he's doing something I don't know, because this thing is still going on. So does Mahama see this? Has he talked about it? Can you elaborate on
yes, Akufo-Addo Bawumia's government, they are doing something about galamsey. What they are doing is they are burning excavators and they are sending pastors to go and pray. I don't know whether to pray for the pits to fill or for the water to get cleared. I don't know what exactly they are playing. They are praying about. So yes, that is what they are doing. They are sending pastors to go and pray, which is not realistic, which will bring no improvement. But basically, that's what they are doing. The approach of Dramani Mahama when it comes to galamsey, not too long ago, he made a press and he made it emphatically clear that if he comes to power, he's going to go after the big wigs in galamsey.
Okay.
Because the NDC believes that in order to stop galamsey, we must solve the issue from the root.
Yeah.
And what is the root?
Unemployment.
The root is the big men, the chiefs and the kings and the big MPs and the ministers who are indulging in galamsey.
Okay.
So those are the people that Mahama said he's coming to go after. And the moment he's able to, lay hands on those people, I think that will be the beginning of the end of galamsey, because the young guys that this NPP government, they are trying to arrest. These young guys don't have any money to go and buy chamfa. They don't have any money to go and buy the milk to do the galamsey.
They don't have jobs either, yeah.
They don't even have jobs. These are people who are just surviving. These are bad people. They don't have money to go and buy the machinery that you need to do proper galamsey. They are all being bought by these big men. So those are the people that Mahama says he's surely going to go after. And by so doing, I think that will be the biggest step that any government will take in the fight against illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, to help save our rivers and our forests. And I think that's what the NDC will do. Yeah.
So the roots is actually from the top, not the top. The roots is from the top, not the bottom.
The root is from the top. Yeah, because look, I can tell you that no Ghanaian, most Ghanaian youths at this time, about 99% of them don't have money to buy excavator. Even the used ones, they don't have money. And by doing galamsey, they need excavators and all these things. So where are they getting those machines from? It's being bought by these same ministers and the chiefs and those people. Yes. So to solve the problem, leave the small boys and go for the big guys. And that's what Dramani Mahama. That's the idea that John Dramani Mahama has. If he comes to power, he's going to fight Galamsey by going after the big wigs, the big campaigns who are doing Galamsey and using the faces of these small boys and girls to make Ghanaians believe that these boys and girls are the ones who are doing Galamsey. Meanwhile, it is the Chemawu to me and the big wigs in the NPP and sometimes even in the NDC who are indulged in Galamsey.
Hearty, or say hearty anafo. See, we need to invest in critical thinking and common sense in Ghana. Okay, I hear you very well. Yeah, that's a problem. So right now it looks like the parliament. So what's the use of the parliament in Ghana? There are NDC people in parliament, right?
Yeah.
So has anybody brought up this Galamsey thing and to be voted on or whatever to be talked about? At least if Mahama is waiting to come to power before he does that, maybe he should start, kind of pushing that through parliament, right?
Yeah, the NDC minority in parliament have been fighting ever since. They fought the e-levy. The NPP told them that they are the ones in power and they'll pass it, and there's nothing the NDC can do. They fought the 2022 bill and said they should include the Kita Sea Defense War because the Kita was disturbing the people of Kita. Where Napo, the now running mate of Bawumia, told them that if they dare include the Kita Sea Defense War, he's going to organize a protest to fight against it. Yep. So the minority in parliament have been fighting a lot for the people. But you see, parliament is rule of the majority. So sometimes, no matter how much they fight, if they have to vote and the majority in parliament vote in favor, the hands of the NDC will be tied. You understand the point? That is why the NDC is telling Ghanaians that this are around no voting for skirt and blouse. If you love the NDC and you love John Dramani Mahama, then if you vote for Mahama, vote for the member of parliament on the ticket of the NDC. So that Mahama will get the ultimate power. Mahama will not be disturbed so much by parliament. Mahama will get any power that he needs to change the course of this nation. But don't say for me, I love when it comes to the NP, I love NPP. But when it comes to the president, I love John Dramani Mahama. If you end up voting for majority in parliament to be NPP and John Dramani Mahama the president, what have you done? Cause 90. Do disturb him, do make sure any policy he brings to better the cause of this country, do quash it, do trash it. You understand the point? So the NDC have been fighting, in the interest of Ghanaians ever since. Okay. Look at the scandals going on. The PDS and all these things were all being exposed by the NDC. And this is the job of the minority in parliament. And look, if you ask me, they are trying. When they went to Kumasi to go and do their e-levy birthday cake, it was the NDC who brought it to the limelight and says, look, this is what these people are doing. The money that you are paying for them to use to better your life, they are using the money to organize Gargantuan party right in Kumasi. You understand? So as a democratic nation, the only thing they can do is to show you what is happening. Then it becomes your duty as a citizen to go and vote wisely. You see, that's why I am entreating each and every Ghanaian this year to go and cast their vote based on what has occurred within the past 8 years. This is how we do it. But if you say that for me, democracy is not good for Africa, we can say this for 1,000 years and nothing will change. For now, democracy, whether we like it or even if today the soldiers are to take over, they will again return Ghana back to democracy. It's here to stay, whether we like it or not. So let us accept the challenges that comes with democracy and begin to make amends and begin to see how we can sort through the challenges. That is what will make us come out victorious. But if you are to say that to start complaining democracy, who can change democracy in this country? Nobody. You and I cannot change that.
Oh, Lord.
You see? So guys, I think that is what we are supposed to do as a people.
Guys on Facebook, please share. Chairman Freemind is making some good points here, but he doesn't have opposition here because there's no pure MPP member here.
Don't come and do jandam. Don't come and lie.
So he's trending right now because there's no core NPP member here, to kind of counterattack him. But so Pastor has something to say.
Yeah, let me say this, that what I see in democracy, as my brother was saying, that democracy has come to stay in Africa. Yeah, it's true. This is my stand.
Okay.
The citizens, we have to change our mind. Our perceptions need to be changed. Because here in America, whether Republican or a
Democrat,
Democrat. It doesn't change anything here.
Yeah.
Because here the government need the citizens.
Yes.
The citizen doesn't need the government because the government doesn't do nothing for me. But what the government needs for me is me going back to work, to work.
Yep.
You pay your tax.
Yep. So we can.
The government need me. The government need the citizens, not the citizens who need the government.
It's the reverse in Ghana.
Exactly. But Ghana is not like this. Everyone will say the government. But the citizens, you don't do what you're supposed to do. You sit down over there, what you think about, where am I going to get money? But here in the first world country, we don't think about money. What we think about is job. Because if you work, the money will come. But the Ghanaians, what we think about is money. So anywhere the money is coming from, they don't care. Whether from the good source or from the bad source. So if you are from Ghana, let us rethink our thinking. One can make sure that what you are doing what is right. And let us stop all this, NDC and NPP, because NDC and NPP, they are brothers and sisters. Yeah. They are all friends.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
They are not going to help anybody. You have to help yourself. Stop being a thief. Stop being a thief. The job the job that someone has hired you. Do your job diligently. Stop stealing from your employer. So that your job will sustain. My job here, it has been here more than 150 years. It is still there.
Still there, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Why? They are not thieves. Because if you steal, you are fired.
Yep.
And it is going onto your social security.
Yep.
So everywhere you go, they know that you are a thief. Madam, get away from here. They are not going to hire you. So we have to be good citizens so that the government will need us, not we need the government, because the government can never do nothing for you except yourself. This is what I can say. NDC NPP, they cannot help you. You have to help yourself.
Yes. I like reading stuff from Hati Anafo. They said the best leader is the one who empowers his people, encouraging self-employment, empowers people to contribute to the development of self and country. Taxes increase, products. Yes, man. Yeah, true talk, Hadi. True talk. Chairman.
Yes, sir. I don't know if you can give me some 3 minutes.
Sure. Go ahead and go ahead.
Yes.
I know you're going to talk about Mahama, but I'll give you time.
Yes. I want my senior brother, Pastor Dan, to understand that we have to stop feeding the people with NDC, NPP cannot help you. Then let's stop voting. So what do you want the people to do? So if NDC and NPP does not develop Ghana, can we the people develop Ghana? We cannot. NPP and NDC can do something for us. It is up to us to stop our tribalism and partisanship and vote based on issues. But to tell the people that let's stop talking about NDC and NPP, they cannot help us. This is the talk of a typical disappointed NPP member, if you ask me. Because they know that Akufo-Addo has failed, they cannot face the fact. So they go about telling people that NDC and NPP cannot help us. If they cannot help us, then why are we voting? If you go to the US, they have Democrats and Republicans. If you go to the UK, Labour, that is the beauty of
democracy.
Democracy, yes. And like he said, that NPP, NDC are friends. Of course, they are not supposed to be enemies. If they become enemies, the country will burn. But you see, let us behave like the white people. The white man can laugh with you, but at the same time, he's planning something bad against you. That's how they behave. It doesn't mean you are the enemy. We can laugh and say that in chat and talk, but when it comes to issues, let us be serious and decide wisely. You understand the point? So for me, I always say, we can all agree that taking into consideration the number of years that we have given to this NPP, NDC, they could have done far better than they have done. If you say this, I'll never disagree with you. But if you compare the two, NPP, NDC, I will always say that NDC have done a lot for this country more than the NPP.
Okay, that's your point.
And this is the fact. So if you come there and say that for me, like Pastor Dan was saying, I can never vote for the NDC. If you ask him, NDC, you cannot vote for the NDC. Pastor Dan, let me ask you this question, please. What have they done?
Okay. Let me say this. I said this in the beginning that I am MPP man. But now they have failed their country, so they got to kick them out. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
They have to kick the MPP out because they have failed the country. And it will be better for them to bring Afafranto. If not Afafranto, then Mahama will be the best than I mean, I said this.
Okay. Yeah, he said that.
I said this. And then when at the same time, if I say MPP, NDC, they are not gonna help. This is the reason. Where I am living in America here, nobody talk about the government. Hospitals, it's not owned by the government.
It's not, yep.
All right? The nurses, it's not the government that pays them. Because the hospital jobs are for individuals. So if you mess up, they will fire you. Yeah. Police is not a government job. It's for the it's the state. Job, yeah. So the government, which is federal yeah. I think is the police. No. FBI and
state police.
Even not state police.
FBI,
soldiers.
Yeah, military.
And the border control, post office. That's it. All these jobs are individual owned jobs. So we don't care about the government. The government care about us. That's why I'm saying that they have to forget. I mean, the NDC, the MPP, work for yourself. Okay, work for yourself. Pay tax. Let the government get something from here. We got the good jobs. I mean, we got roads, we got everything.
Because
we got
hospitals.
Because we pay tax.
It comes out of our paycheck.
So the government need us, not we. But Ghanaians, we always depend upon the government. This is what the problem. This is why I'm saying that we don't need the NDC MPP. We need ourselves. Let us build our own country. Not the NDC, not the MPP. So we have to forget the MPP, the NDC. And why you have to put all your burdens upon the government? What are you doing to help the government with all this brother?
Mr. Dan, you see the problem, Reggae Man. The problem I have with Pastor Dan is he has accepted that NPP has failed. He's an NPP member. No problem with that. You can belong to any party at all. It's not a crime against the nation. But Pastor Dan is aware that Afafranto can never ever win.
Who is that?
He wants people to go and destroy their votes.
Who is that? Who is that for Fanta?
Because I want them to kick MPP out. Because I want them to kick them out.
This same person he's talking about broke away from the same party NPP with the same mindset. What is he talking about?
I am trying to tell you that I want them to destroy the MPP, vote. Simple. But I want to kick them.
But what this guy is saying, what Freemind is saying, that this guy broke away from MPP.
He is not going to win. Simple.
He is
he's saying
he is not going to win.
He's saying
I don't live in US. I don't live in US. I cannot say that maybe every hospital in the US is owned by individuals or whatever, because I don't live 60%. There and I've not done that.
Not research. All of them.
You understand? But I can say that if you want to privatize and let individuals own assets in Ghana, Papasi Indium opened the whole bank, employing over 6,000 people. What happened to the bank? This same NPP brought down the bank for no valid reason. So even if you want to privatize, we can only privatize under the NDC and not NPP. Exactly. And this is a clear evidence. Before sold Ghana Airways, Ghana Telecom was sold by Kufuor. Today, the whole world, Ghana is one of the few nations with no airline, with nothing. We don't even own anything, but they are selling to individuals. And you're telling me that, my party has failed, so they should go and vote for Afafranto. Knowing very well that these are people of the same caliber. They belong to the same party. Afafranto is gimmick.
What I'm trying to tell you
can never win.
Brother, listen. If they vote for Afafranto is not going to win. They're going to mess up the MPP vote. That's what I want them to do. Kick them out.
Anything. You are only going to cause financial loss to Ghana because the voting pattern can go to, how do I call it, rerun. And the government will have to spend more money to reorganize another posts.
What I need is to kick MPP government out.
So then they tell them to go vote for NDC.
No, just to mess them up.
Why do you hate NDC? Mr. Dan, why do you hate NDC that much? I want to understand.
No, I don't hate NDC. I will never hate NDC. No. Why do I have to hate?
But if you say that, you can never vote for the NDC.
Because I don't like the party. Simple.
Why don't you like the party? Just give me one reason why you don't like the party.
Listen. I don't hate. I don't hate. The party. I don't like NDC party. You cannot tell me. Listen,
if you don't like something, you must have a reason. Why?
Listen. No, I cannot tell you the reason. The reason is, or what I can tell you, I don't like NDC. And now the MPP, they have messed up the country, all right? So for them to mess up with MPP, so that I will be happy, just to mess them up. So they have to mess. Afrafranto has to mess them up. Afrafranto has to mess them up. I will be happy.
Pastor Dan, you are a man and servant of God. In the name of, why do you hate NDC? I want you to be honest. Give me one single reason why you hate it. Like you don't like NDC. Why? Because if you ask me why I don't like the NPP, I can give you several reasons.
Okay.
Why don't you like the NDC? Just one.
Okay. If I don't like you, doesn't mean that I hate you.
Okay. You know that some things they
I don't hate NDC. Are they not Ghanaians?
They are Ghanaians.
Yes.
So
I don't like that part. I don't like the party. I don't like. I don't hate.
Why?
That is my choice.
You have no reason. You just said that.
My choice was MPP.
Okay, so rather
I was born with it. I was born with it.
You see,
but now they have messed up the country. So I love the country.
You see, Richman.
Yeah.
Mr. Ambassador, how can you be born with a party? You see the problem that we have as a people.
Hold on.
Like Pastor Dan, even if the NDC develop the whole Ghana, he will never ever support them.
Listen,
because you have this mentality.
No,
and this same man is here telling look.
Listen, I told you that.
I'm coming.
Mahama
this same man is here telling us to have a change of mindset. Just imagine.
I told you, Mahama said that the things that Rollins did, and he couldn't continue his boss or Atamers. He couldn't continue Kofor. That he couldn't continue. He couldn't finish, including himself and the MPP. When he comes back, he will make sure that everything is done. Okay. All right. And when MPP was when Akufo-Addo was coming, we love him. We know he was going to do what is good.
Yeah, because of what he said.
Exactly. Now I found out that it is not the party, but the people who are in there. All right. It's not the party, but the people who are in there have messed up the country. So I want them to kick my own party. I want them to kick them out. I have said this one. I want them to kick them out. So
let them vote for NDC.
Hold on. I cannot tell you to go and vote for no. I cannot.
Because,
hold on. Because I am not NDC member, but I said it will be better for NDC to be in power than MPP.
Then they need a vote. So tell them to go vote for them.
I'm not going to tell them. I cannot do. That's why I said either you vote for.
Ebenezer Ben. Ebenezer says the pastor is a pure Ashanti man.
Yes, I am Ashanti man.
You see,
Ebenezer, thanks for the contribution.
Having this mentality. I was born with NPP. I was born into the party. We should not be having this discussion at this point in time.
Yeah.
Pastor Dan was preaching for Ghanaians to have a change of mindset. That change of mindset should begin with you.
That's why we are saying that change of mindset yourself. So they got to kick them out. That's what I'm saying. So
to kick them out, we have to vote.
Pastor Dan, so next year December, I will invite you to join Dramani Mahama swearing in.
Amen.
By the grace of God, I'll invite you.
That will be good.
I invite you. Don't worry.
I want him to come. I want Mahama. Trust me.
Okay.
Before God the man. Before God the man. This one, let me go.
Okay.
I want to be serious.
At this right now, you're pushing people's buttons here. Everybody's talking about you. So
right
you better say something good.
I hate MPP government.
Okay.
And I am serious. I don't like politics because it doesn't give me nothing. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate democracy.
Yeah.
But right now, I hate MPP government.
Okay. Because?
It will be because they mess up. Though things are not easy in America here. Okay?
But they say they have free education. Everybody's going to school for free.
And so here to free education, so what?
I can bet on my life. I can bet on my life that Pastor Dan doesn't hate democracy. He doesn't hate any. He doesn't hate politics. He hates NDC.
No,
look,
stop it.
The kind of things he's saying here. If it was in 2009, Pastor Dan would have never said the same thing like he's saying now.
Oh yeah.
these are the games they play. When they realize that they have failed, now they come to play that game of I hate politics, I hate democracy. You hate NDC. Let's say it.
You see, let me say something.
As I sit here, I don't like I can give you reasons why I don't like
Mr. Freemind, let me say something. I'm a typical Republican. I'm a Republican, but I voted last time. I voted Democratic, because I want a good leader. Right now, what I'm seeing in America, we don't have a good Republican leader. Everything is turned to Trumpism and all that. I mean, Trump is a very good guy, good, what's it called, a businessman and all that. He does some good things and he does some bad things, but he could do better. So when it comes to voting, I mean, I want somebody that can lead the nation. And I want the same thing apply to Ghana, where we come from. See what I'm saying? But most people are kind of so party affiliated that, when it comes to speaking the truth, they don't want to. Now, Pastor, you made it clear you want NPP out of government.
Yes, I want to
get them out of government. What do? We don't do coup, right? We vote.
No, we vote.
So tell people to go vote for NDC.
Hey, people, Pastor Dan, I am MPP. Though I don't vote. I don't have vote in Ghana.
Everybody's laughing.
I don't have vote in Ghana, right? But I want you to kick MPP government out.
Amen. By voting.
By voting.
Okay, voting for
So the
NDC.
Voting, no, I'm not going to mention
That's the problem. You mean a hypocrite.
So I have said it because I am a pastor, right? I am a pastor. So this is what I'm going to, I have members, right? Yeah, so I have to play the game. Yeah. I have to play the game. So,
Lord.
So kick NPP government out.
Yeah.
To me, it will be better. To me, it will be better for Mahama. If whatever Mahama have said, if it is truly he's going to do, because they tackle a lot of stuff that nobody completed it. All right? Nobody completed it. And it's still in the bushes. And if you ask...
NDC or MPP?
Both, all of them.
Oh, really?
Yes, whatever Kufuor did is still in the bush. Whatever Mahama did is still, most of them are still in the bush. Kufuor came, he could not even continue whatever. Kufuor did. But Mahama is telling us that whenever he comes, he's going to make sure he finish all these projects. Okay, I don't know whether he's going to do or it's not. I don't know. But I believe him because he has been there before. All right? Okay. And I don't think at this time he need a lot of money.
We think we should give him a chance.
I think he can do. And even when I compare and contrast with Kufuor and stuff, he did much more better in Ashanti region.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Let us speak. Ashanti region, their minister, they asked him what your government have done. He could not even mention one specific thing. What a shame. Wow. What is his name? Simon or Simmons or something like that. Yeah. He could not even mention one particular thing. What a shame.
Okay.
Not even one hospital. They have never completed one hospital. Not single hospital. And a Kufuor government. Not the MPP, but a Kufuor government. Okay. Not the party, but a Kufuor government could never even complete one hospital. What a shame. If you tell me he has developed his hometown, that one is part of Ghana. I don't have the problem. It's also part of Ghana. But not even one hospital. Whatever they will say, we build an interchange and stuff. Yeah. But we, the Ashantis, who bring you brought you to power. What have you done? It's not even Mahama.
But they did something for Ghana, not Ashanti. They don't have to do it for Ashanti.
I am saying that we vote you in. That is this is what I'm thinking. We vote you in.
So they have to do something.
So at least, so that you can say, okay, next time I'm gonna vote for you. So if NDC didn't, let's say NDC, right? We vote just a little for them. Okay. And if they can do something, and where we did it for you and nothing, you don't, and then you come out and tell the people that,
Mr. Freemind,
yes.
I wanted to handle this question here very well for me. Okay, Mahama realizes the problem that he's coming to face, or the problem facing the country at this point. So when he comes to power, has he analyze, or has he put in place points and reasonings and other things that he's going to do to solve these problems. Right now, we owe a lot of money. Okay, he's saying he's going to do this. He's going to finish everything that people didn't finish. How is he going to tackle that? How is he going to establish that with the country in debt like that? Is he going to go for more money? Can you elaborate?
Well, point of correction. Mahama has not realized the problems we have. If you say realized, it means he didn't know about the problem. It is not that he has realized. But the point is Mahama has known the problems of Ghana ever since he has been in active politics. If we take our minds back to 2015, when John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government launched progressive free senior high school policy, they were looking at the long-term goal. They were looking at, first of all, building infrastructure so that if it gets to a point whereby we have to bring everybody on board to go to school for free, there'll be no double track system, there'll be no shortage of food, there'll be no crisis like we cannot pay the caterers and we cannot pay matrons and blah, 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 blah. So John Dramani Mahama has known the problem. That is the main reason why John Dramani Mahama was constructing E-blocks, for example. He built about 13 of them in Kumasi, where Mr. Dan comes from. Mr. Dan is aware of this, but he will tell you Kufuor did far better. That Kufuor couldn't even construct a single E-block. Kufuor never built any market. Kufuor couldn't even build one single regional hospital. Kufuor did practically nothing apart from Kufuor emergency, which has been blown out of proportion. But yeah, people like Pastor Dan, I know they are type of people, they have been conditioned to believe that as long as they come from the Ashanti region, they have to support the NPP at all costs. So I don't really blame him. So yes, I don't know whether you listened to Mahama when he met the press the last time. They asked him so many questions, and John Dramani Mahama gave vivid answers as to how he was going to solve Ghana's problems. John Dramani Mahama has never said he's not going to borrow if he becomes president. No. But I think looking at the first 4 years that he had, he borrowed wisely. Okay. He borrowed to the point that even before leaving power, he had left money in the sinking fund, stabilization fund. He has even left money which this government came to inherit. So John Dramani Mahama coming, if there will be a need for him to go and borrow to solve one or two problems, I believe John Dramani Mahama will borrow maturely, will borrow intelligently, will borrow responsibly, so to say, and John Dramani Mahama will use every coin that he borrows judiciously. This I can tell you for sure. So yes, like he stated, the issue of Galamsey, our lands and rivers are being destroyed. Mahama has laid down a policy, let me say, as to how he's going to fight Galamsey, all right? Okay. He said if he becomes president, he's going to go after the big wigs, the kingpins in Galamsey, the big guys who are doing Galamsey. John Dramani Mahama has continuously said that he's never going to scrap up free senior high school policy, but rather he's going to modify the policy to remove this double track system and to make the policy attractive to each and every parent. He's going to uphold the integrity in Ghana's educational system. He's going to uphold the quality in Ghana's educational system. John Dramani Mahama has laid down a lot of things. Now, to address the issue of youth unemployment, John Dramani Mahama has said that's why he is bringing on board the 24-hour economy, which is going to help so much to solve youth unemployment. Today, as we speak, unemployment rate is now about 16%. So John Dramani Mahama has said that should he become president, he's going to roll out a policy called 24-hour economy, which I know Mr. Dan knows, is aware. Mr. Reggae Man, you know, where you are in the US, you are running a 24-hour economy. People don't sleep. Some go to work 8 hours, come back home. Others also go and come back home. So Mahama has said that he's going to introduce this policy to help reduce the unemployment rate in Ghana. So he has said a lot. But you see, we are not really paying, let me say, attention to what John Dramani Mahama is saying. We are not looking at the positive side. What people like Pastor Dan are looking to see that Mahama will say that, oh, I will empower the youth to have their own poultry farms small. Then someone like Mr. Dan will come and sit here and say that Mahama say and try to make mockery of the whole policy. But if you listen attentively to John Dramani Mahama, he has said a lot. Now, let me come to the issue of this issue. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Let me come to the issue of the exchange rate and all that we are currently facing, which is making businesses to collapse and all that. Today, spare parts dealers are no longer making profit. They are even on demonstration. Abuso Kai boys and the magazine boys and all that. That is why, if you can recall, in the days of John Dramani Mahama, yes, Ghanaians were paying import duties, but we were not paying as high as today.
Okay.
You understand it? So it means John Dramani Mahama, the NDC government, were able to keep prices under check. But today, look at the inflation. And what have they done about it? If you ask Bawumia, they'll tell you, for me, I've been a driver's mate and more fast here, no matter if I come one foot, one city. This guy just don't, this guy is clueless. He has nothing for the people. But if we listen to Mahama, he has said a lot. There are so many of them I cannot remember offhand, but he has said a lot, which I think Ghanaians should, take him very serious. Because one, he has been president before. He knows your problem. He understands your problem. He has solved your problem before. Now, the issue of Dumso, in the days of John Dramani Mahama, today, if you have to ask people like Pastor Dan or people who reason like him, as to why they support Bawumia and the NPP, the only thing they can say is say, during the days of Mahama, Dumso, and blah, 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 blah. Look, John Dramani Mahama is the only president, apart from Kwame Nkrumah, who has been able to solve Dumso. Mahama solved Dumso by bringing in the power badges. These people came, after 8 good years, they haven't been able to import a single power badge, but rather they went to Western region. John Dramani Mahama used $3.5 million to import this or transport, these power badges from, somewhere abroad to Ghana, Western region, to try to curb this issue of Dumso. When these people came, they haven't been able to break a single power badge, but rather they have used over $40 million to transport the power badges only from the Western region to Kumasi, Pastor Dan's region, to go and give them power, because they want to prove to them that, ever since we came, we have done things, we have done this or that to help you to run their votes.
But they've done something for the country. So
just imagine.
They've done something for the country, right? I mean,
there's something for the country, but the point is, why must Mahama spend only $3.5 million to put these power badges on ship, to travel all the way from abroad to Ghana, to be kept in the Western region, only for you to end up going to transport the same thing from Western region to Kumasi at a whopping price of $40 million US dollars?
Wow.
What is the distance? How far is Takrady from Kumasi, or how far is Kumasi from Takrady? These are the issues we are talking about. When John Dramani Mahama brought these same machines to Ghana, generators, these same people insulted Mahama. That, what is Mahama coming to do with them? Mahama is incompetent and he has stopped the money, blah, blah, blah. Today, these same people have gone to use $40 million to import these generators from Takrady at a cost of $40 million. Now, in the first place, ask yourself, now what was the need to go and transport those things from Takrady to Kumasi? Knowing very well that there is no gas plant in Kumasi, and these machines rely on gas to operate. That is why John Dramani Mahama built the Achiaba gas plant in Western region.
You mean
natural
gas?
They are going to transport them to Kumasi.
Natural gas, or what gas you're talking about? Natural gas?
Achiaba gas plant, natural gas, yes.
Oh, okay, wow, okay.
You understand the point? You see, you are saying, wow, you don't even know.
No,
because
I have no idea.
People like Pastor Dan will come and brainwash you to lie to you that NPP is the best and Afra Franco and I was born into the party. They know nothing. You see, today, they have brought the plant to Kumasi. They have to again use additional money to create a pipeline to transport the gas from Western region to Kumasi to come and power those plants. Which kind of logic is this?
Gas,
which kind of mismanagement is this?
Natural gas, we have it in Ghana. Why can't they tap the land in Kumasi and go for the gas down there? Why should they transport it from somewhere else to Kumasi? We have natural gas.
The gas they are having in the Western region is coming from the crude oil. I don't know if that is what you term as natural gas, or I don't know what you term as natural gas.
You can, okay. I don't want to get into the chemistry.
Let me say. Yeah. I don't know why.
No, let me finish. before he comes in.
Okay.
So the gas is being gotten from the crude oil that they are drilling in Western region.
Okay.
And here we are, Mahama, in his own wisdom, took the plant there so that the plant can rely on the gas that they are producing in that region to power the plant for the benefit of each and every Ghanaian. These people came, they have used $40 million to bring the gas to Kumasi and rename it K1TPP. You see, Pastor Dan's people are criminals. That is what they know best. And Pastor Dan, being a believer in Christ, is still supporting this party and said that when cast your vote for Alan Chemanti, who has been a member of this same scheme for all these years.
Yeah.
You are not being fair to the people. You are not being honest to the people enough. Let's be honest and let's be fair. Let's call a spade and not a big spoon. If you are bold enough, tell the people that I know my party has failed and I want you to vote for John Dramani. And say she. And then I say, Pastor Dan. Say she.
Okay.
All right,
Pastor, go ahead. Yeah.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
I have told all of you guys that I am not a politician, all right? And I hate democracy. I don't care about democracy, whatever people do. Where I am now, I work with my hand. I don't care about their politics, although I vote, because that is my right.
Yeah.
I don't care about the party. I care. What I care is my job.
Your job, yeah.
I have to make sure that I get a job to do.
Because you got bills to pay.
I got bills to pay. The government is not doing anything for me.
Yeah, okay.
So my brother always say, as if I am brainwashing somebody. Have I brainwashed somebody here? You are thinking about NDC, all right? I don't think about NDC. I don't think about NPP. I said NPP is my party. Because everybody belongs to a party. Hold on. Everybody belongs to a party. All right. Okay. I belong to NPP. Though I don't have a vote because I cannot vote. So even what I am here saying, it doesn't even go nowhere. Yeah, man. Because I don't have a vote. All right. But although NPP is the party itself is a party that I love it.
Why would you love such
Hold on. Okay, that is my choice. You can't ask me. Or if you ask me, I choose not to answer. But the current administration they are messing up. It's not like they have messed up because continuously they are messing up the country. The current Akufo-Addo government, not the party, but the government, not the party.
No,
listen.
I don't think it's the party. I think it's the whole government. I think it's the whole.
That's what I'm saying. The government, not the party.
A party and the government, it's one thing.
It is not the party.
Isolating the government from the party is like isolating your flesh from your skin.
It's the government, it's not the party.
Done.
Hold on. All the members of the party, are you telling me that all the members of the party is the one messing up the...
Majority, 120 ministers, Pastor Dan, 120 ministers.
That is why we are saying is the government.
But who's
Pastor Dan?
Who is the government? It's not the party. The government is messing up the thing.
Who's the leader in the party?
Not Akufo-Addo.
Okay, and who's the president of the country?
Not Akufo-Addo.
Okay, so who's messing the country?
The leader. That's what I'm saying. The government, the leader. They are the one messing up the
They are NPP.
That's why I'm saying that
20 ministers.
They have to kick them out.
Good.
To vote for who?
Hold on. To vote for the person, I am not the one showing you.
But you said Afro-Fanto.
Because Afro-Fanto also came from the party.
And NPP, right?
What he saw was that, we are messing up the country. We are the leaders. Afro-Fanto was one of them.
Okay.
All right? He was one of them. Said, no. We are things are messing up. So I have to come out and form my own party. I have the right to tell somebody to kick Akufo-Addo government out.
But give them an option.
If you keep them out, you can vote for, no, I said Alan Chama. I didn't say NDC. I said you can vote for Afro-Fanto. Okay. Or I said when we compare NDC and MPP. For now,
you think NDC is better?
Far better than Akufo-Addo government.
So tell your people to
now,
vote for NDC.
I will not. They have to decide what to vote. 2, the reason why even they ginger my anger. Yeah. One lady from MPP, I don't know whether it's Eslawusu, I don't know the name, so I may be wrong. She said, oh, our government this time is not doomso. It's not like the NDC. It's not doomso. It's light off. This pissed me off. And I said, this type of leadership.
Oh Lord!
If can you do me
it's doom.
So why telling me that Mahama time was doomso, but our own time is light off? Wow. Why do we have to vote for you?
It's interesting.
You see, all this the reason why I'm saying that it will be better for Ghanaians, because I am not a Ghanaian for now.
Pastor, I understand where you're coming from, but you as a Ghanaian, and if you want our country to head in the right direction,
they got to kick these people out.
Okay, but you have to give them an option.
I am not going to give them what they anyway. If
let me continue for Pastor.
What they have to do, kick NPP government, kick them out,
and vote for NDC.
I won't say that.
Or vote for Kofi Krampe.
I won't say nothing.
Put somebody's name there.
I won't put that. So you have to reason. If you are rational, being,
okay,
you have to decide what is good for you.
Yeah.
But what I can say, where I am sitting, or when I saw my radar, it focused on Akufo-Addo government.
Okay.
I don't care about the party, but Akufo-Addo government
has
messed up big time. Okay. So Ghanaians have to kick them out. Right. So those who are closer to me, I tell them all the time that kick these people out. That somebody say my face.
I honestly don't want either to come
Pastor
to power.
Dan was bold enough to say that people should go and vote for Afra Franto.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But he cannot. He is not bold enough to say that. Okay, now go and vote for John Dramani Mahama.
Because that is not
why?
My
because
party.
Now he's even saying that your voting is your problem.
Think about the leader.
Because he has said that
so the
wise part and parcel of the same team.
The wise man, you have to know what to do. I said, kick.
Pastor Dan, Ketia phase 2 is still there.
You want me to tell you that? Go and do. I'm not gonna say.
Pastor Dan, Ketia phase 2 is there. Look. Seria, Sabia, Afare, and all these projects are there. They are all rotting away.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, it's true.
Well,
see, but I told you that Mahama said whatever he did, or whatever he couldn't complete. Akufo-Addo one he couldn't complete. Kofo one he couldn't complete. When he comes,
he's going to
restore. That was how.
Pastor Dan is in the US.
Yeah.
He has never seen doomsday in the US. But he said he cannot vote for a man who saw doomsday in Ghana. For his children back at home to enjoy the same services in Ghana. Oh, Pastor Dan, why?
Because brother, the reason why I said is that the average Ghanaians, we are thieves. We got to change our mentality first before we talk about the government. Because all of us are thieves.
We cannot change without proper structures and proper government in power. We cannot change. How can you change?
Do you need a structure to stop stealing? What type of structure do you need? Somebody have offered you a job and you are stealing from somebody. You want Akufo-Addo, you want Mahama to come and tell you to stop what you are doing.
No, it's Mahama to make the system conducive.
Yes.
Let them enforce the law. In the US, if you are arrested, you are given tickets. It is the system.
Exactly.
I don't need a citation to do what is right.
No. The system has to.
And I don't need a citation to do what is right.
So listen, we understand you don't, but there are people that need it. And right now, if you put 10 people in this room, if you put a camera here, nobody, and we put some money down here, okay, nobody will touch anything. If you put a camera, if you turn the camera off, you see bad people. So we make it in such a way that people won't do that kind of stupid stuff.
The structure you are talking about, all of them are thieves. So how are they going to put structures? Every Ghanaian is a thief. So how are they going to do that?
No, there are checks and balances.
No.
Okay. No.
Look.
You see, this is.
Listen.
Yeah.
At my church, right? We bought like 5 posts.
Why?
Yes, with everyone with the bulb.
Yeah.
They steal all of them.
Okay. So
was it Akufo-Addo? Was it Mahama who told them to do that?
So what measures did you put there to so people can do that kind of crime? Measures did you put?
That's why I'm saying this. Although there's no measures, right?
That's the problem.
Hold on. We want our country to be good.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
There's somebody with his own money have constructed this, a post with the light, and those living over there have a light.
Yeah.
And then going over there to steal. And you need somebody to check you?
Yes, you need somebody.
Okay, fine. We need somebody to do it. Why they are not doing it? They are not doing it because the leaders, they are also the same. They are also thieves.
No.
So it's true.
No, it's the enforcement. It's not. That was
the one who is going to enforce is also taking bribes and corruption. I mean, what are you going to do?
Okay, let's have
Pastor Dan, you see, let me correct
let's have Mr. Freeman come in a second.
The average Ghanaian is not a thief. Let us call a spade a spade. The average NPP member is a thief. Let me tell you why.
No, it's all Ghanaians. Don't say NPP. All of them.
I'm coming.
All of us. All of us. All of us. Not NPP.
Pastor Dan, let me give you the reasons why.
Let's Mr. Freeman come in a little bit.
Let me give you the reasons why. NBC officials are the only people who have been bold enough to stand in Ghana and declare their work. When J.J. Rawlings left office, he told Ghanaians that when he was in power, even after leaving office, he has never owned even a single foreign bank account. We saw so many things about J.J. Rawlings, about him having a gold shop in Switzerland, and blah, 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 he being a thief, he has embezzled funds, he and his wife couldn't watch him and they are thieves and blah, blah, blah. J.J. Rawlings stood in Ghana and said they never even had a single bank account outside of the nation. So now, NPP has never been able to call them on. Now, again, Dramani Mahama has said continuously that he doesn't even have a single bank account anywhere in the whole world. You can check anywhere apart from Ghana. He said all his money is in ADB, Zane Bank, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So how can you tell me that the average Ghanaian is a thief? The average NPP member is a thief. Ekufuado has never been able to say boldly that I don't have even a single bank account. Never. Because these people are having houses in the UK, they are traveling and going and coming, they are flying 14,000 euros per hour. They can never ever declare. Bawumia can never do what John Dramani Mahama did. These same people called John Dramani Mahama a thief. Oh, Mahama has stolen. He has even bought a ship in Japan. He has bought a hotel in Dubai. Blah blah blah. Today, Mahama left office almost 8 years ago. Mahama has said, let's go to Dubai and sell that hotel and bring the money back home. Nobody, not even a single person. So how can you tell me that all Ghanaians are thieves? I am not a thief. And I believe, Pastor Dan, you are not a thief because you are a man of God. So you cannot say everybody is a thief. Let us say NPP officials are thieves and they are stealing from the nation and they are wrecking the nation dry.
Opinion, if we do not tackle the issue of the country and we load it upon the leaders, things are going to be messy. Okay? Let us tackle from every average Ghanaian that if we stop our bribery and corruption, now, even giving maybe 10 cedis to a child, hey, go buy me rice, maybe 6 cedis and maybe meat, 4 cedis, he will go buy them 8 cedis and take 2 cedis. Right. You understand? So this, the concept of corruption has been going on from our, from our childhood. Yeah. All right. So the person we have been doing this. So the same person is going up there. So the same attitude. All right. The same attitude is going up there. So for us to be okay, you are making. You are doing a campaign for NDC. I'm not campaigning for anybody.
No.
My problem is
I am being objective.
Average Ghanaian has to.
I know where you are coming from. The average Ghanaian who is a thief that you are talking about can hardly survive in NDC. Why? Because during the days of John Dramani Mahama,
it doesn't matter. I'm telling you.
Yes, okay. Mahama Brasso, Obi can say, $1 million. Obejamano say, Mahama Yinedi. Ekufano Brasso, Yachi Obi say, Minister Mua, more than $2 million. Eshaden Pasi, Mampedi defendeno.
No, na yen can want some say, yen kiki Akufo-Addo government. It's so simple. That is why I'm saying let us kick Akufo-Addo government out. Simple. It's out for you to go out there and then preach do your campaign on your campaign ground.
So let's
I don't know whether you get my point. I'm saying, say, okay, every Ghanaian is a thief.
Yes.
But there are certain parties, if you go, it will be hard for you to accept that stealing behavior because of their principles.
He's not denying that. He's not denying that.
Then a thief is a thief.
No. What he's saying is that from the beginning, he said both NDC and NPP are corrupt, but he will choose NDC does better job than NPP.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When we compare, Kofod did better. I know Kofod did better. When we compare current NPP to what Mahama did, Mahama was far better than NPP government now.
Okay.
I will never deviate.
Okay.
What I say, say we have shed your Mahama a year.
Okay.
Now they compare the Akufo-Addo and Guswa and Koye.
Okay. So let's vote for Mahama, right?
Let's take Akufo-Addo out.
Reggae man, if not for anything at all, under John Dramani Mahama, we never had an incident whereby a public official has been caught with more than $2 million under his or her bed.
Look.
We never had that kind of incident.
You see, when I was talking about average Ghanaian, let's assume that lady stole the money.
Yeah.
Look at his workers. Look at the workers.
The
same thing.
Same thing.
This is the reason why I'm saying that average Ghanaian.
That's why we have checks and balances. The system is not working.
If we don't do this,
no, the system we have in place is not working. That's the problem.
The system, the same person going to implement the system. That is how it is.
Reggae man, it's the same way. The average Ghanaian that Pastor Dan calls a thief. If he goes to US, he can't steal. Why? The system.
Yes, the system.
That's what I'm saying. There are certain parties in Ghana. Look, there are certain parties in Ghana like the NDC. If you come into the NDC, it will be hard for you to steal because of their principles.
Exactly.
They don't condone theft and stealing. They don't condone that.
But they have a system in place that
NPP condones thievery. Tebawun to me can sit live on TV and show 7 bars of gold. Where did he get that gold from?
Look at this.
Not be stealing.
Look at this.
All right, guys. It's 2:12 o'clock, and I'm gonna give each one some few minutes to conclude. And I'll go with Pastor. Pastor, right now people are very confused. People are saying so I want you to tell the people. Now, everybody knows, you told them that the NPP is not a good government. Okay, they understand. They like that. And you told them to kick them out. How do they do so? Tell the public.
All right. In the first place, I have never speak about politics before.
Okay.
Even today, it's like,
I just absorbed into it.
Yeah, so
that's good.
I am not a politician in the first place. And what I would say is, we got to love our country. We have to choose our country rather than a political party.
Okay.
If you belong to a particular party and your party is messing up, kick them out. How to kick them out, I don't know, because I don't vote in Ghana. I don't have a vote in Ghana.
But you understand the system in Ghana.
I understand the system in Ghana.
You have to vote to get
people will just even buy the vote. They will give you money. They will take the money. Then they will go vote. All right?
Really?
That you know. People are giving people money to vote. Bontoing in IBJ amount of us we have here. People. One lady even came on air one time. Do you know when?
So what are you? I'm trying to. What are you telling people?
I'm trying to say
do and not to do. What you want people to do?
The corruption is too much.
Okay.
All right. If somebody offer you a job, don't steal from the person, because stealing from the person, you're gonna collapse the person's company, and you the one gonna end up losing. 2, what I'm saying that. Choose your country rather than a political party. If you see that the party that you belongs to is messing up the country,
speak the truth.
Kick, not even speaking the truth, kick. Kick them out.
Bye.
Say that bye to them.
How do you kick them out?
They vote.
Good. So vote them out, right?
Vote them out.
Okay.
Yes, if you know your party.
And to do that, you have to bring a better person in.
Bring a better person in. Okay. Assess and see, and you compare and you contrast. And then you see that, okay, though I belong to this party, but this party is messing up our country. Okay? The party met the country. Okay, there was their country before the party. So if the party or the government is messing you up, kick them out. That is your country. I'm not part of it. That is your country.
Okay.
I'm not going to show, I mean, as I was saying that go vote for this one. No. Now I retract it.
Okay.
I retract it.
Okay.
I don't belong to any political party in Ghana because I don't have a vote. Once I don't have a vote, I don't belong to a particular party.
Okay.
But if this party is messing up, kick them out.
Meaning vote them out.
Vote them out with the Koklomotie power.
Okay.
Vote them out.
Everybody heard, Pastor.
So you can kick MPP out. Kick them out.
Judy Mensah, she's saying, Pastor, then send money to your family to vote for NDC to kick Akufo-Addo. Because you just said right now that people pay people to vote for them. So tell your
I'm not gonna do that. That's what I'm telling you. Do not receive money to do that. At the end of the day, and it is not going anywhere. So that is your choice.
All right, Pastor Eden Anoisi. So Mr. Freemind, let's bring this to an end. Talk to your people. So how should we kick the NPP out? How should we kick them out? How should we? I mean, we know we should vote them out, but who should we bring in to replace them?
Yes. Let me say my last word in tree. Let it enter my people very well. Many Ajibibri say, Pastor Dan. Initially, or Chese Ghana Fontu Abana. Men can say. Butterfly, Secretary Friend, Afrafranto, Alajabate to us. Yeah, but me pushing now, as I say, was say, and no crampono, very draw. I'm so happy, say, Pastor Dan, let me a call in the back, say, and no crampono on camp, no problem. And you see, many Ajibibri say, someone like Pastor Dana or yes, staunch NPP member Krampono Ajia to Muse. Despite everything, John Dramani Mahama has done a lot more better. NDC have done a lot more better for Ghana's progress, Ghana's development than his own NPP, which he remains a staunch member. So on this note, I would say, Ghanaians, you have heard from your fellow NPP member. He is NPP than you. Pastor Dano can fight for NPP any day, any time. And today he has told you, say, his party has failed. So what are we waiting for? And let us all go and embrace the better option, which is John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Let us go out there and vote for the nation builder who was able to construct 5 airports with just 54 billion borrowed in just 4 years. Unprecedented. ABC said Mampeni pa the only 54 billion borrowed. SC airport on Kwa Mako 5. ABC Kumasi. ABC Tamale. So please let us all understand that whether we like it or not, next year January, if we don't swear in Mahama, we are going to swear in Bawumia. And I don't think any Ghanaian will love to see Bawumia in office. I don't think so. It will be an abomination. It will be a national disaster. It will be a gross dishonor to ourselves as people. So let us all go out there and vote massively in favor. I know that most people normally say, oh, NDC must protect the votes, the NPP will rig and blah, blah, blah. Look, if we are able to give Mahama over 2 million votes, there is no way the NPP can steal those number of votes. But if you go out there and say 100,000 difference, 500,000, yes, they might try to steal. But if we give Mahama over 2 million votes, I think if Mahama comes, he will be able to put Ghana back on track because he has done that before. The 4 years we gave him, he was able to deliver. So I believe in the second 4 years also, he will surely deliver and every Ghanaian will become a shareholder in Ghana and not a slave. Amen. Thank you so much.
Amen. 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 Yeah. What I'm going to add to this is I'm not any party affiliated. I'm not NDC. I'm not MPP. I want something good for the country. And at this point in life, like after 60-something years of independence, I think we need somebody new. That's what I think. I've seen Cheddar in town doing stuff. I've seen Kofi Kranting doing stuff. Alan Chamaten doing stuff. Whatever. Anybody but these two people. I don't want NDC. I don't want MPP in power. I think that it's time we bring somebody, some new taste and see what can be done because these people are old criminals. Although NDC does better, according to Chairman Freemind, I mean, you made some good points. And I'm pretty sure they've done better job than NPP. But at this point, after 60-something years, and looking at the country that has all natural resources and all that stuff, and things ain't going good, I think we need somebody new. But who am I? Ghanaians, go out and vote for somebody new. That's what we'll tell you. Mr. Freemind, thank you very much for joining us today. It's always welcome. A pleasure. You know, I know your fans love to listen to you. There's a lot of comments. I couldn't read it all, but Pastor is making people's blood pressure go up. So, yeah. So the comment I like most was when that girl said, that woman said,
"We'll give you money.
Send money to your family to go vote." Yeah, because he said you can pay somebody to vote for you. So yeah, go for this. Yeah. So if you admit NDC has done better, then bring them to power. But I think we don't need either of them. But who am I? You know, Mr. Freemind. In due time, we'll bring you back again. You know, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll have you back again very soon. And then.